Hello friends, my name is RagePanda1 and I am going live, and I'm hoping that people will sign in so that I can do their summons for Esterir, but if not, I'm also available for account reviews currently. Personally, I need to run through the Devala clan event, and I also need to do a little bit of marriage and a dungeon descent, so we've got plenty of stuff to do if there is in fact stuff that we want to do. Savesu Brent, hello. How are you? How you feeling? I'm gonna let people populate, and then I have something really cool that I want to show you that is extremely minor, but I made it work and I'm excited about it. Okay, I am personally happy and excited that the thing is doing the stuff. So I'm gonna let a couple more people pop in. Brent's got an hour of work. Unbearable. How could you? Savesu says, morning! It's a nice day for fishing, ain't it? I wish we could still be fishing. I do wish we could. Traker says he's coming. Take that how you will. He said that a couple minutes ago and he ain't here yet, so it sounds like he might be busy with something, if you catch what I'm throwing at you. Is it too early in the stream to be a naughty boy? Alright. Point taken. Point taken. Alright. I've waited long enough. It's been a minute and a half. It's all the waiting I can do. Now just watch. Watch what happens when I press one button on my mouse. Please be as excited as I am about this, because I'm so excited. Alright, here it goes. Ah? Ah? Is that cool or what? Tell me that's cool. You like it. Everybody be excited. Please? I hope you're excited, because I am. I did it. I have a branded transition. I've done the thing. And, boom. We could do it the other direction. That's right. That's right, we can do it. Traker, the member. Welcome back, buddy. You have been missed. You have been greatly missed. And by the way, some of you might have thought that surely he's only got 2 of those set up. There's no way he's gonna do more than that. Why would he even do more than that? I literally can hear you saying it. Hold on, let me just clean something up real quick. Oh, let me just clean something up real quick. All right, here we go. Here we go. There's the 3rd one. That's right, now I can take you to the desktop. We got me here. We can do our wheel of spins for account reviews. That's right. That's right, we got them all, and I can transfer from any of them back to another one, and then we're right back in it. There we go. We're improving. We have improved. We've leveled up the stream on this day. So starting out, we're just gonna bounce through this challenge real quick because I need to get it done. But I just did a dramatic reading of it the other day, and then they brought the same one back, so I'm not going to do a dramatic reading of it. I feel like that would be repetitive, and I ain't gonna do it. Ain't happening, but I am gonna get it done. Now, they keep showing me the thing for her skin, her new skin that's out, and I like the new skin that's out. I do. I think it's cool. But I play on 2 Apple devices and a PC, and my PC is the only one that I can skip the intro of them showing me the skin, and when I log in to do some daily stuff, and I gotta look at that every time I log in, it makes me want to turn the damn game off. Put a back button on that little intro. I do not want to see it every time. And I like the skin. They're just breaking my balls, you know? You want to see the skin? I'll show you my skin. That's in the OnlyFans section of the Discord channel. I don't actually have one of those. My name is not Mike Honcho. I ain't gonna spread my butt apart and everything. Alright, let's look at her skin. That's such a weird sentence. That is a very weird sentence, but it is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to look at it. There it is. There it is. The hub. Alright. Boom. Is that cool? I think that's pretty cool. It's also like $45 if you want to definitely get it. So that makes it a little less cool. But I've talked about that before, so we're not going to rant about how the price should be different. But the price should be different. It absolutely should. Oh, hey, look at this. We're moving up on the air challenge. Couple of week challenges going on this week. Arena and the air challenge. I do have to do my arenas. That is a fact. That needs to happen. I've been a little soaked up into Palworld. It's so fun. I know that people, like my subscribers, don't want to watch that, but I might make some videos about it anyway and just tell YouTube not to send it to my subscribers. And then I'll post them in the Discord, and if you want to watch them, you can watch them. And maybe then it won't be a hassle for people. I did a stream of Palworld, and it got a bunch of dislikes because people were like, you're not playing the game I told you to play. I'm like, alright dude, I didn't realize that I too was a pal serving in indentured servitude to make all of the videos you were hoping for. You know? I get not watching it, but to dislike it because of it's not the right game? That seems weird. That seems weird. But I ain't hating. We're all in this together. We are all one. Actually, I was just saying this in the Discord, so you probably heard it, but for the viewers at home who might be watching this VOD later, I wanted to mention that I have so many games right now that I want to be playing that I simply do not have the time to play them all and to make all of the videos and to do all of the streams and to do all the stuff that I want to do. And I was irritated about that. Believe it or not, I know it sounds dumb. I was irritated because I didn't have the time to do all the stuff I wanted to do, when really, I am very blessed to have all of these options of cool things that I want to be able to do. If one of them falls through and doesn't work out, I could just pick up another one. That is a lucky place to be in, and I was finding a way to be upset about that. So don't be like me. Take a step back, have perspective, and be happy with what you got. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's what my kids always say. Traker with a donation. I want to let the text-to-speech read it to me. And that's what I'm going to do. And then you guys are going to tell me if the text-to-speech is loud enough.
Damn, I'm so far behind everyone. I'm afraid to start again. What would you recommend me rage? Also, almost a year behind you, bro. Can you believe it?
I do appreciate your support, my friend. I hope that was loud enough for everybody to be able to hear. I sure hope it is. The old server that you were playing on is dead to you. You are too far behind everybody. It will be too painful to catch up. I don't think it's worth it. That's why I'm playing on a new server. So you won't be behind on this server because we've only been, I think it's like December 12th or something that this server came out. It's relatively new, and you know, a lot of people will drop out and the new players come in, so you won't be behind here. There will be people that are your level to fight against, and you will have my guidance. I will take you under my panda wing. But I would say that if you've spent like hundreds of dollars on the game ever, then it's worth doing the returning player bonus, and then you just play on a different server for a while, and then after like 90 days or whatever it is, then you can join a cross-server guild, and we will still be able to play together eventually, but you'll just get a bunch of free diamonds for using that. So I think both of those are viable options depending on how much you've spent in the past. On my account, it was around $400. Usually, like, I think all but $50 worth of that came from viewers donating it, so thank you all for that. But I got tens of thousands of diamonds for returning. So I can't imagine somebody like Kitty who comes back, if she was a returning player with all of the tens of thousands of dollars spent, they may as well just give her every character in the game at max. And just be like, all right, here you go. You deserve it. You got it. You got it, pal. Shattuck, hello. Shreyash, hello. Anybody else I missed? Hello to you too. Jordan, I might have missed you. And if I did, I apologize. I apologize to you. Maybe I should give him the real close-up. Just because we can. That's right. We got transitions. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Rage Panda loves you, baby. Is it too much? I feel like that was too much. I feel like we went a little too far there. You're gonna join me? I appreciate you. Join me, join the guild. The guild is called Rage Eternal. For we are eternal. Doing a little Eyes of the Abyss. I don't know, I haven't set anything up for this for it to like be good. So it is what it is. Alright, we're gonna just take everybody out of here. And we're gonna... I don't care that it's empty. Shut up. There we go. You can be that team. Nobody cares. Nobody at all cares. Then you can be the main team. Boom. Now, we do need a wizard. We need a wizard, Harry. I'm sure we've got one of those. M-Lux, why not? Throw him in. That team's not going to do any damage anyway. There's no reason to panic, because it's not important. It is just not that important. And what we do need is any tank, which I have basically none of. Pretty much zero. There it is, everybody's favorite. Going in hot. And then I need a Rouge. I actually thought that that said Mage, but it's a Rouge. There he is. Boom. Do you know why I call it Rouge, everybody? It's because nobody can spell rogue right. That's the joke there. That is the joke. Thanks again, Traker, for the membership and the donation. You are a legend. I messaged Traker like a month ago or something, telling him that I missed him. And he didn't respond, and I was worried. And even last night, I was like, man, I hope Traker didn't go to prison or something. I was literally thinking that to myself. So, we're very glad that he's back. Very glad indeed. That pleases me. There was a time when Kai was gone too, and I was worried about him. And I messaged him and made sure he was okay. And he didn't answer for a while either. And then I was really nervous, and I asked other people, hey, have you seen this guy? Have you seen your boy? Traker, I have an idea. What if I start your account for you? What if we do that? Female Lionstone needs to be built at least for boss fights? I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Yeah, Jordan, I asked about Jordan too. A lot of the familiar faces that are around. Sylvestu has also gotten that treatment. If he disappears, then he gets to hear about it. Alright, too long. It's too long. They're just taking too long. That's right, give me all my goods. And stop living for so long. I wish that this server had some healers available. That would be nice. That would be nice. Give it to me. I want to start your account, Traker. Can I do it? Am I allowed to play your account for a little bit? Would it be okay? Because that sounds really fun. I'm really excited about it. I need you to message me in a DM on Discord to tell me your email address so I can sign in. Jordan, we're all like that. We all disappear sometimes, but the sign of a good friendship is when you can disappear like that, and then when you come back, it's like nothing's weird. Everybody is fine and happy to see you. It's like you were never gone. Yeah, slide into those DMs. And then I'll get you started. I'll get you rolling. We're gonna pump this account. I'm gonna speedrun it. I don't even care. That's what we're doing. We're speedrunning. Absolutely speedrunning. Sylvester, I know you haven't disappeared now, but there have been times where, like, for a week or two, we don't hear from you, and then I get worried. And then I message you, and I spam message you, and I say, hey, come back here. Yeah, sometimes when you come back, you're the leader of a dead guild. I was not, and the reason is because everybody kicked me out of my own guild. I mean, sure, I wasn't playing, but damn. Kind of bricked up. Traker, my dude, please message me. I think he's probably behind on the stream a little bit. I think that's what's happening here. I'll do other stuff until he gets me the message. That's what we're doing. Oh, look at him go. He just can't quit. He just can't quit. Thank you, my friend. Good Lord. The generosity here today is unmatched. And I am a happy panda for that. I'm happy to have so many people here, actually, because Saturday streams are not usually... not usually the most populated. I do have some work to do in my districts. I'm up to about 170k. We're close. We're closing in on it. I've been pushing up my campaign to do like sort of a test, because before, when the server was a little older,
I agree. Great
in the past, if you pushed your campaign too high, plus the average might of the server, plus the age of the server, it made it so that Dungeon Descent was unplayable. And I'm trying to push now to make it to the point where Dungeon Descent is just too hard, and I have not been able to get it to that point. So I'm gonna do this quick so nobody sees Traker's info. As I log into my boy, I need your email address, Traker. Email address. Skyro up in here. What's up, buddy? Just started 15 days ago? Well, I am very grateful that you like my content. I appreciate you. Alright, I thought he was doing the thing, but he was not. He was just asking me what I needed. And what I need is the email address. That is the thing. That is the one. What do you actually get for progressing further in campaign? Well, you get better equipment is one of the things that is tied to the might of your account, the total might of your account, as well as your campaign progress. You unlock more districts for getting higher and some content like Dungeon Descent. But you also get a bunch of materials for upgrading your districts and, you know, the stamina potions for doing exploring and all that good stuff. Speaking of that stuff, before I even start that, did I even start these yet? No. No. This is not good. This is not good at all. Make sure when you're doing your expeditions that you have rosters set up, usually based around your district champions, so you can just pop them and lock them, and then not even be worried about it. It's all too easy. There we go. I probably should get a prisoner. Gather a friend. I'm so ready for the speedrun, dude. I've trained my whole life for this. Unfortunately, it's time to make a friend. And you know how we do that. We all know. Don't mind me, I just got a little squirt here in the Pickle Rick. The old Pickle Rick glass. It's seen better days. Somebody put it in the dishwasher. It was not dishwasher safe. So he's looking a little raggedy Ann. A little raggedy. Hey, lady. You chose the wrong dungeon to come to. I'm gonna punish you and tell you my friend. Then I'm gonna take you out for a nice seafood dinner and apologize. Cause I may be a rude punishment guy, but I'm also a friend. I like to make amends when I'm an asshole. I can't believe I'm about to spend an interrogation scroll for these 2 clicks, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You like Ollie's new glasses? Traker, he's going over the top. Over the top. Make it drop. That's that wet. Don't worry, I'm not gonna keep going with that. I'm not gonna do it. All right, I got the email address. Now we're ready. Now, I hope you're caught up on time, because if you're not caught up on time, then this is not going to work, because we have a limited amount of time for you to tell me the 6-digit code that is about to show up in your email. So skip ahead if you have not skipped ahead, and be ready to type. It's very important. Very important indeed. All right. I type the thing. BlueStacks. My keyboard is a functioning keyboard. Please do type. All right. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. And one of those. There we go. That 6-digit code is coming into your email at this time. It is a race against time, and I believe in you. I believe you are speed incarnate. He's got the typing fingers of a person who types really fast. I don't know who does that. Stephen King, I've heard, is a fast writer. I don't know if that means creatively or if he just types really fast. I know that George R.R. Martin is slow, because I saw an interview between the two of them where George R.R. Martin was like, how do you do 7 pages a day? And Stephen King was like, that's like super easy, bro. Why are you being lazy? I'm awesome. But you know, what are you gonna do? A little friendly competition never hurt nobody. But Stephen King was appalled, you could tell. You could just tell. The account has been switched. We've done the thing, and it's time to speedrun the start of an account. All right, are we on the correct server? We are not, because they're adding, oh my lord. No! Stop! I don't wanna! No, I don't want to exit the game. I just want the game to stop telling me what to do. It's fine. Ugh. My life is in shambles. Everything bad happens to me. Just let me switch to the new account, for the love of God! Jeez. Dude, any game that thinks that anybody is learning from this, you are mistaken. Nobody has ever learned a fucking thing from you darkening the screen and forcing a little invisible hand onto a button and saying, click this. We do not pay attention to what it means to click the button, you imbeciles. We do not pay attention at all. We pay attention to, let me play the fucking game! God damn it! I get pissed! That's what we pay attention to. You know why? Because we're excited to play the game and you're not letting us do it. So we just click the thing to get it out of our fucking way and we learn nothing. Stop it. Please stop it. Good Lord. Am I the only one that hates that? I feel like I hate that a lot and I learned nothing from it, and I feel like we should all be in the same boat on that one. It just makes sense. There it is. There's the rage. I love it. I love it. All right, we're gonna do 1578. He wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. Speedrun time. Speedrun time. Oh, I'm excited. Should I do a dramatic reading of the entire story, or should I speedrun? Should I just do the whole campaign from beginning to end, dramatic reading? There's no way that would be fun and interesting for anybody. Hello, Mr. Bloodline. Savesu, you nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Bloodline, can you load, please? Give me your load, please. Wait a minute, that's not the way to say that. That's not how you do that. When I do my screen transition, is it loud or is it quiet or is it the perfect volume and nothing needs to change ever? I'm hoping it's perfect. Just speedrun, I agree. I agree. Hello, McFly. Well, now you're all gonna get to, see, because there it is. They know. They're like, no, we're not letting a content creator go onto somebody's account and just speedrun his way through it. Like, that is not acceptable. You know, I say that, I'm honestly just kidding, because all of the people at the Bloodline official Discord, since we actually got back into communication, they have been truly amazing and very, very kind to me. And they want to know my opinions on things. In fact, they've even decided that they're going to give me some extra diamonds for feedback on new champions when they release them. I'm not the only person who's doing that. I'm not like special or anything, but they've chosen a select group of people to give feedback. Yeah, it didn't even do the thing. Didn't even make the account. Let's try that again. All right, it's gonna load this time. Boom. Oh, I get to pick his character even. All right. All right, who do we want to be? I should make him a lady. Traker, can I make you a lady? That's what I want to do. Let's be a lady. A lady dwarf. You never see a lady dwarf. Like, have you ever seen somebody with this avatar in the whole one? I don't think anybody's ever seen this avatar. All right, he's too busy. I get to choose. Lady elves, you're gonna see those. Why? Because people want to do stuff. They want to do bad things to them. Look at her, she's adorable. I think we're going lady dwarf. I feel like I've never seen this one. Ever. Ever in my life. And of course, we gotta name it right. We've gotta name it right. I just want it to be one that's good, and I have a little bit of a problem with the way her hair flows there. It's a little troublesome to me. And I want him to be happy. Oh, she's cute. Now she is cute. We're doing this. Traker, I hope you approve. Can I do one thing for you? What thing do you need me to do for you? If it's a rub and tug, then no, I cannot. That would be illegal. Kimberly, if you are listening and not overly busy with your project, I am fresh out of squirt. I need somebody to squirt in my glass for me. This is why I don't put these on the Bloodline channel. Oh, it's time. I can skip this stuff, and I'm going to because we're speedrunning. I almost forgot. I almost forgetted. I love, like, why are they trying to show me marriage right now, right here? Why are they doing that? Who is gaining anything from, you're not learning this right now in the game. If you just downloaded this game and the first thing they show you is that marriage, you will learn nothing. That is not the time. Not the time at all. Yeah, they are going to show us how to make friends. The one time that I have to actually press these other buttons. Like some kind of scoundrel. Why would they think that I'm going to press those buttons when there is only one button? Traker, you are sexy. You're a sexy dwarf lady, and every time I see your character, there's going to be some blood flowing. So, you know what? I did that for myself as much as I did it for you. He's probably mad. I hope he's not mad. I do want to do, eventually, someday, I want to do a dramatic reading of this whole thing. The whole campaign, I just think it would be really fun. For me, I don't think it would be fun for everybody, but you're uploading some good videos on Discord. Will I review that for you in the general chat? Maybe. Maybe we'll have a look. I don't know if I'm going to do it on stream or not. Usually I do not. Good matches? It's possible. Right now I'm doing this. When I reach a point in this little speed run that I didn't know I was going to be doing, then we'll see where we're at. And plus with this, I get to critique how they did the beginning of the game. I do like that they gave you like characters that they know are kind of the worst characters, but even I think they meant for them to be good characters. Like I think they meant female ASN to be super useful with their healing, because even back when they started and they didn't have healers, they realized how strong healing is in a game like this. It's incredibly strong in a game like this. She just was not the one. I suppose if they're gonna take that long, I'm gonna have to actually click the ultimates. Traker, again, your 10th super chat on my live streams. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Check that I'm in all chat. I'm in all chat. I am. I just haven't been reading every single thing. I try to get to most of them. I try to get to most of them. I don't know. There's sort of a balance. When there's the fewer people there are in the stream, the more I can actually get to all of the things. All right, give me your present, Lady Aeson. I want to be able to do some meaningful changes on this account before we get started. Yes, I will claim that.
You are in all chat. I think you are missing.
I am definitely in live chats. I have done that thing. It's so fun trying to speed through it all, you know? I can't even do marriage yet. I can't do it. Not allowed. They do also give you female Ugrel right away as your guaranteed first exploration, which is pretty cool. The male Aeson, definitely still good. He used to be so good that you needed to have him in every team. Like, you were just simply making a mistake. Weird, this is like the male White Eyes, but different. I wonder if that was like a first iteration of him. Interesting. I never noticed that little orc shaman guy before. These days, he can still be very good, but all of the other champions are also very good, and he's not mandatory in every team, where he used to just be like, you really were making a mistake if you didn't use him. But his bonus damage, his bonus strength, I should say, that he adds is so valuable, even still, that if that was all that he was doing, plus you could put a bunch of team traits on him, I mean, you really can't argue with him. He's just too good. The main issue with him, the reason that you can justify not having him on a team these days is because the amount of things that people do per champion now are vastly increased. So they'll have a damage move, and that damage move also heals, but then that damage move that also heals also does some crowd control. And you're like, well, all right then. Alrighty. That's pretty strong. Can I put runes in this? I can't put runes in this. What you talking about? What are they talking about? Hey, kids, stop with the stomping. Or is that my wife dragging something? Might be my wife dragging something. I hope you're not here. My hair, by the way, I took a shower right before I streamed, and my hair is like drying as we go here. And I look a little bit like a drowned rat, but we're doing it. We're doing it anyway. Fuck it, we'll do it live. That's what I always say. See, like, why are they talking to me about runes? We need to know about runes, but we do not need to know about runes right now. This is the wrong time to put that in there. Nobody understands runes at all when they're starting until they mess around with it a little bit or ask around a little bit. And the reason is because that's when you're showing it. What are you even doing? What a mistake. Do not do that. I guess we'll level this guy up a little bit. Just a skosh. We'll give him a skosh of power. Take me to the stage. The stage of history. All right. What do we say here? Gotta change the YouTube name? No, I named him Traker. I gave him his given name that I don't know if he came up with it or if it means something, but look at this orc guy. Isn't that male White Eyes? It looks just like him. It looks just like him. All right. I can't wait until I get a little bit of freedom here, you know? Especially the 2x speed. What? Look at this. This is an early Devala. Look at all of this. That's like a mix of Nass and Devala. They had so many scrapped characters. Jriban, my buddy Traker has just come back after a long absence, and he's starting the game. and we decided we're gonna speed run through the beginning of the game for him on my server, so that we can get him, you know, a little bit caught up while he's at work. Plus, it's just fun to look back and like notice some of the things that you don't notice, like these witches, for instance. You never see them; they are not real characters, and there's a lot of dudes like that. It's fun to look at. Hooray! It's her. We did the thing. And then so we're just speedrunning a little bit. I still want her to get there relatively quickly. That's what we want. And these night guys, I'm not sure if they didn't use these because they're so similar to Raid Shadow Legends, and they decided like they're gonna go with their own art style or whatever. But I know I talk a lot of shit about GOAT games, but they did make a pretty good game. They're just twisting the bolts on the game a little bit to get the most out of us. Yeah, Jreben, that is Traker, who has just come back, and he is a wonderful person. A very, very wonderful man. I keep forgetting that I have to click these. It's okay, I'll learn one day. Trust. Trust. New feature, districts unlocked. Hopefully, when I really want to get to these first summons and I want to see some great stuff come out, I'm going to be a happy boy. A happy boy? I do think that getting the ice dragons is going to be massive. Because while I don't think that they're better than the Bjorn Kriegers necessarily, for a new account that doesn't have any other frontliners, they are way better than any other frontliners in the early game, for sure. And I know everybody likes female Lionstone, but I don't want to say that you're wrong. I just disagree. I think it's okay for me to disagree, right? Hey, it's Pepe! What's up, buddy? How are you? Look at that, we got our guaranteed Ugrel. They kind of give you, the first 5 people they give you are not ideal. Not ideal at all. Little Doombringer companion part, that's always helpful. Although my current method of getting champions, that's not a thing that I go for. I don't go for Doombringers at all, I go for Tidestorms. Wow! Mate! I'm gonna get demonetized just playing the damn game! What are you doing? He can't be flicking his nip like that. Bro. They gotta warn somebody. I know I shouldn't be doing these one by one because it's not a speedrun that way, but getting some of these extra champions, if we could drop something nice here. You know, like the male Lux. Let's get him on the team. Everybody wants to see him. Absolutely not. I will not be putting him on the team. If you were wondering, the answer is no. I will not be doing that. Why won't I be doing that? Because he makes it so I can't damage the stupid people that I'm trying to damage. For the love of all that is good and holy. Actually, I'm interested in her traits. Anything good? I mean, the hulking is good. Noble is also quite good. For this early part of the game, I think we can work with that a little bit. I really want to keep up with these little corner quests on my own game, but I struggle so much, man. Sometimes I get in there and I get some of them done, but usually no. I think we want those all on one side, and then we want this guy in there. There we go. Now I don't have to do it. Now I don't have to press buttons and play. I actually was mad about auto battle at first because I wanted to be able to play, but now when you've done thousands of matches, you're like, I think we're gonna just go ahead and do that. Especially now that they have auto challenge for campaign. I just put it on my iPad and put auto challenge, and then I set that shit down on the table and don't even look at it. I just periodically check if I need to do anything. You know, it is what it is. I think that it's really fun to play and watch, but when you're grinding, then it's like, all right, it's time to just let the game do its work. So unfair. Females are sexy. Guys are in the same situation are considered creepy. Yeah? Well, that is the way of it, I suppose. It's the sort of thing where, oh boy, do I want to talk about serious topics? All right, we're talking about serious topics. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So, I know it's controversial to even say men and women are different these days, but men and women are different, and our instincts and our biology is considerably different. And there's a reason for it. Men are trying to just shoot that seed wherever it will land and have a good time. That's what men are meant to do. Women are meant to be the deciders, so their job in reproduction is much more important, not only just from the standpoint that they create the healthy home for the baby while it's growing, and they tend to be the nurturers and caregivers, but also because they are selecting the type of genes that they want to move on in our gene pool. That is the job of the woman. That's why, yeah, I might get canceled. Who cares? It is what it is whatever. It's fine. So their job is to be selective. And that's why when men are being slutty, you shouldn't be surprised, because that's just the way that we are. That's also why when women are being slutty, it is often judged, because they're supposed to be the deciders. They're the last defense that we have against having a shitty future generation of people who are not worth any time at all, because they need to make the good decisions. That's why that's important. That's why there's a bit of a difference between a man being a stud, because when you're being a stud and having sex with a lot of women, what it actually means is it means that you have been deemed good enough that many of the women whose job it is to decide who's good enough have decided that you are good enough. That's why it's a good thing for you to have sex with a lot of people if you're a man, societally speaking. I'm not saying that's necessarily what you should want to do, but it's an indication that you're doing something right, and that in general, women see you as somebody whose genes they want to continue on into the future. That's why you are a stud. But when you're a lady and you're supposed to be the decider, and instead of being a decider, you're just sort of letting everybody in there, well, it's not such a good thing anymore, because then it's a negative connotation, because you're letting any old genes come in there and ruin our gene pool. So, I think because of that, because of the nature of men and women, how women are supposed to be selective, just by nature. I'm not saying that that's the way that I feel they should be. I'm just saying that's what nature has done in the past and continues to try to do now. Gotta clarify that, otherwise I'm gonna be on the chopping block. Because dudes are just trying to shoot that seed everywhere, it's seen as more creepy when they're talking about being all attracted to a lot of girls, and they're trying to like hit on the lady in the club or whatever, but it's seen as not so negative when a lady is talking about how sexy a dude is, because that's a positive thing. It's not aggressive. Nothing to fear in that. So I think it, biologically speaking, makes sense to me why those things are the way that they are. Did I make any sense there, or am I just talking on my ass? I'm not sure. I know that it makes sense if I put it in a way that makes sense. But maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. It's not my job to worry about if people understood my opinions. I'm just the man who's shooting my seed into the wind and hoping for the best. And by seed, I mean my ideas. Wow, we really got off the rails here. Oops. You let Rage Panda talk again. Why'd you do that? You're making a mistake. Don't do it. Oh, it would be great if we could get enough to get the Ignis companion already. I don't think we'll be able to, but it would be cool if we could. Giuseppe says, you totally agree? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, people can... No, I'm not starting my own new account. This is for my buddy Traker, who is one of the greatest men that I've had the pleasure to know in my entire life. And so I am going to get his account on my server up to speed, and we're kind of speed running it. We just got a little off track. God, we gotta turn the companions to all females. We are allies of the LGBT community. He's a lady, they're ladies. They're shooting out babies. It is what it is. That's just the way it's gonna happen here today. Can't say that either, you know? Can't say anything anymore. But I think that that sort of stuff is going away in society, where like everybody's like, oh, you can't say that. Yeah, I can't believe that you would make such a claim that is so sexist, that maybe there might be like biological roles that people have. I'm gonna save these for now. I like to level up my districts, but we're gonna unlock the tavern pretty soon. So we're saving that for now. We're also gonna reset this guy for the 2 gold that he has in him. And we are, I don't know if we can actually make anybody stronger. We're gonna look for which one of these has better traits, which is 0 of them, unfortunately. No good traits whatsoever. What about her? Ugh, yucky. What about her? Bruh. Alright, I guess she's the one. She is the one. We're just gonna level her all the way up. With everything we got, it'll be fine. It will be fine. She's the purple after all. And then he can have some equipment. Good job. That's good enough. Take me to challenge them. Do I have the ones in here that I want to have in here? That's important. Important to know. Traker says Bloodline is an old curse for him. Final state. You like him so much you inflict bloodlines upon him. Well, you know what? This game can be a curse if you let it. It's kind of like drinking. Like, you can drink some booze and have that enhance your life and help you have a good time, and it can be totally harmless. Or you can lose your whole shit and drink every day, all day, and destroy your organs and spend all of the cash money you've ever saved in your tiny little life, and then alcohol was real bad for you. Well, Bloodline is the same way. If you do it in moderation, if you spend only when you are capable of spending and when you need to or want to, then it's fine. It's fine. Sylvestu says, if someone tells me you can't say that, I say, wrong! You can't say that! I agree. Hey, the only way that we can ever get to the bottom of everything and get to the truth and find the real answers is if we talk about stuff and talk it through together without everybody getting emotional and enraged. Am I always the best at that? No, none of us are always the best at that. It's a task. It is a task, but it's a noble task. And if you are one of the people who is eliminating things from being talked about, joked about, spoken about at all, then you are not part of the solution. Sorry. Sorry. Ryan, what's up, buddy? Kimberly, please, I need more squirt. Look at him. Pickle Rick is green. That's why he's being green screened out, but it's kind of a cool effect. Kind of cool. Guild Conquest. Here he goes. Here he goes enraging me again. Don't you miss the days where we saw these in campaign? I do. I do. It was a cool idea. It was a very cool idea. This guy's very pixelated, though, on this fight. I don't know why. He does not look good. You remember when the game was 5 or 6 months old and you were top 5 in the server? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think that anybody has the power these days to be doing that. And, oh, the game has crashed. Bum, 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 bum. Wah, wah. I don't think my wife... I better text my wife. Oh, there she is.
I'm in and out, and I'm listening, but I can't always hear it.
Well, I'm not... Come here. You come here right now. You bring yourself. Come here. Relax, girl. Everything is fine.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. I know. I'm impatient. Jordan said hi, Kim.
Hi, guys.
Isn't she beautiful? She's the most beautiful.
You're all the best.
And you can't have her. She's mine. She's also getting green screened out a little bit because
I'm green.
my lighting is not the best. See, your head is missing a little. There you go. All right, get the hell out of here. I'm trying to play games with my friend.
Yeah.
Mom!
They're my friends too.
Mom, bathroom! All right. Love you.
I'll dibs on Traeger and Sevestu.
All right, Traeger and Sevesu, if Kim and I ever get divorced, she has called dibs on you. Unfortunately for you guys, that's never going to happen. You're going to have to belong to both of us the entire time. That's just the way it is. That was a good episode of South Park. There we go, baby. Oh, she's got Noble on her as well. That's good. Now we've got somebody we can invest in. Things have just turned around for us. You get nothing and you like it. I will still give you your equipment back. You get nothing. Go fuck yourself. Anybody else have levels? You can just go fuck yourself. And then we take her and we absolutely pump her. We just pump her with everything we got. Make her the big huge. Don't care about the rest of the team at all. At all. Do we have a single book? No. Wow, you don't even get to do that until after summons? That's wild. That is wild to me. Absolutely crazy. I wouldn't have expected it, but here we are. Nice, nice. Okay, I guess I'm going to the leaderboards. I'm going to click all of these for you, Traeger, and it's because I want to do your summons, and I hope that you appreciate me, because this is a nightmare. This is, just why is there not an auto claim? Why? Why? Why do these things happen to me? Jordan says, Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust. Aren't we all? Are not we all simply here to bust? Like I just said, we're just spreading our seed to the wind, right? That's the whole thing. That's all of it. God, there's so many. I could theoretically make a macro for this, but it would be a little difficult to get it exactly aligned. And it would probably be more trouble than it's worth. We're gonna have so many diamonds. I'm hoping that we get a mythic like the first 10 pull, and if we do, oh, Sevesu, he's on top of it with the soundboards today. I love it, man. You are on fire. Sevesu's actually been very on fire with the game in general. Make sure we got them all there. Making great choices, living his best life. Actually, a lot of people have been. Shreyash is another one. You still here, buddy? Shreyash has been absolutely crushing it with the free-to-play. Very impressed. Smart spending of the resources he's given, and farming things out as hard as he needs to. Which I'm guilty of not doing that sometimes myself. Nathan, hello, buddy. How you doing? How are ya? I hope everybody's having a good day today. I am. I got to do a little bit of good parenting today. You know, I was teaching my kids that when you're dealing with somebody, right? Everybody has their own personality. But if you can try to take note of the patterns of their behavior, it can help you in your engagements with those people. For instance, Ryan is here, you know? And I know that Ryan is a good-hearted troll. He likes to razz people a little bit. He likes to get a rise out of you. So if I keep that in mind when I'm dealing with him, then I know that he's not being an asshole. He's just joking around and having fun. But I have to be aware of that people are different and I need to interact with them differently. And it seemed to make a lot of sense to them how that could be useful. And I feel like if more people understood that concept, then we'd be doing better. Like, for instance, when I'm talking to people in my Discord, I have this same demeanor, this same guy. Like, I'm not putting on a show for you. This is just the kind of guy that I am. If I was putting on a show for you, I'd be exhausted and I would hate doing this. But I get to just come out here and be myself. I'm always acting like this, talking like this. So when I'm typing, I'm usually just typing like this too. But some of if you wrote down everything I said into a script and had somebody else just read it, they'd be like, this guy's a real dickhead. What a jerkus. I want nothing to do with this man. So people read my stuff in Discord and they're like, oh, I can't believe he said it like that. It's like, no, bro, I'm saying it. I got like I'm a little saucy sometimes. That's all. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, so if they understood the patterns of my behavior more, then they could assume, oh yeah, this guy's just joking around a little bit. He likes to be brutally honest, but he doesn't hate on you if you disagree or if you don't see eye to eye on everything. It's fine. It's no problem. You see? And that applies to dealing with all walks of life. Everybody, everywhere. But we'll all get there together. And that felt good. So that was a really good start to my morning. And then I knew that I cleaned the undercarriage. Every time, you got to get a shower, guys. You got to keep yourself clean. Don't be running around with stank nuts. It's a really strong debuff. Nobody likes it. You don't need that in your life. So you got to apply some soap and water every now and then. And you always feel better when you do. Always feel better when you do. So, and then I knew I was going to come stream and make a video, which I unfortunately have not made the video yet, but it'll come later. It's fine. Moral of the story is, I'm having a great day. It's early in the day, and it's already a great day. And I hope you're having a great day too. I hope that you are. And I hope you don't mind that I just rambled on about nonsense while I sat here and clicked this. Which 3 did I miss? I keep having to go back in because it won't let me scroll down. I think it's so deep. There we go, we did it. My man's got over 6,000 diamonds. Okay, dude. Okay, bro. All right. We do have 11k. Can we get another? Nah. Can't get another level on her, but I will put a little bit on the Ugril because she can do some damage. Some damage. Was that the wrong Ugril? Did I get a second one? No. We good. We good. We Gucci. We Gucci. We ready to grind. Pornavaria. Boom. Do I want her to be over here? Good question. Good question, self. What I actually want... I think I need to put her like this. Because she's got a line attack for her active skill. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I want that active skill to like go in that direction if I can get it to, but I have too many melee characters to make it happen. Nathan says debuff them nuts. Oh boy, I say some weird stuff, don't I? Jordan loves female Lionstone, of course, of course. It's 5-1 we got to get to do the auto battle. No problem. Nabius Maximus. Savetsu says, I'm gonna get a rise out of you. Hi-oh. Hey-oh. You'll know it's working when the desk starts to get taller. You guys. You're too good to me, you know that? Actually, so... I don't know if I shared this with everybody or not, but yesterday I had the Bloodline developers contact me. Well, the Discord manager, social media manager people. Not like the people who make the game, the people who promote the game. And they said that they needed some files from me because they wanted to promote my last video that I made. They're gonna promote it on their Facebook and some other website links. And they've even talked about, and I don't know if they're gonna do it for this video or not, but I know that it's available if in the right circumstances. They're actually willing to do paid promotion for certain content if it's if they feel like it helps both of us, basically. So hopefully they want to do that. But I got to send over a bunch of files, and man, things are just going good. Community manager, sure. Usually, yeah, usually community manager is the name. I'm an upper tier degenerate. Oh no, Bands and Sabres. That's exactly correct. You guys are so similar. You would hate each other in real life. You'd be good friends until you weren't, and then it would be a boxing match. Because I can tell that both of you are the kind of guy where you like the good-natured ribbing, but also you'll throw down in fisticuffs if you need to. I can tell that about both of you. Stay strapped or get clapped, am I right? That's the way she goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. They want me to tell everybody to spend money on their game. Okay, so to be very clear, to be super clear, hello Ben, welcome. Welcome to the old stream, and to all the lurkers out there, hello and welcome to you too. I'm talking directly at you. Look at the screen. If you're a lurker, look at the screen. I love you as much as all of the others. You don't have to type if you don't want to. I appreciate you, and thanks for even watching. You mean a lot to me. There. I hope you know that I meant every word of that, because I do. I appreciate that people give their time to paying attention to me. It is very nice. So about spending money on the game, I think that people should spend money on the game. If you're doing something for a long period, pretty much every day, like an hour or two a day, then they've made something that's valuable enough that it deserves to be compensated a little bit. Right? Now, you don't have to. Of course you don't have to. That's the whole point of the thing. But I don't think that you should feel bad for spending any money at all. There is a certain point of pride for doing it free to play, and I get that, and I respect that. There's also people who simply can't afford to pay for anything. That's why they play free to play games. I've certainly been in that situation myself, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But if you're only not supporting the game at all monetarily because, you know, somebody like me has said that we don't love their business practices, well, then I'm here to tell you that we should support the parts of the game that we like, and we should not support the parts of the game that we don't like. That's what we should be doing. So like the challenge fund, for instance, that's great. I think people should want to buy that. And the daily, man, with the donations, Jordan with the membership says, don't forget to like and subscribe. And Savesu, wow, Savesu, my man, with the Danske Kroner, he says, and I quote, butt stuff. Should I say that aggressively, like angrily, with a tone of excitement? You tell me. I'll do multiple takes. It's fine. He's busting out the Donkey Kongs. All right, I know they want to do that to me. They want to make me take the gold. It is a lot of gold that they give you comparative to the early game, but in the long-term investment, we all know it's not good. No, I don't want to exit the game. I want to exit your stuff that you're doing. We don't have any of the stuff for any of this, so let me be free, I say. All right. Boom. We don't need to level that up yet. We will. We don't need it yet. Who do we got here? This guy. Oh, look at, there's that donation. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Oh, I do really, I like the fact that people enjoy the stuff that I do and say enough that they are willing to donate is That's crazy. It feels really good. I have certainly felt like a failure for a large portion of my life, so you guys are... You make me feel like a real woman. What is the... Like a natural woman? That's the one. You make me feel... I couldn't remember the words. It's my bad. What's the bet? What's the wager? No wagers here. None at all. Okay, good lord, just let me do the frickin' thing. God. Ugh. Alright, I'm not too worried about any of this stuff. I'll court her. I'll get one of those cooking. One of those cooking in the oven. We'll make sure that we don't have any explorations to do. You gotta stay up on these in the very, very early part of the game. It's always a good idea. Alright, we're at 2-9. We're getting close. We're pretty much just being carried by a female Ignis right now. But aren't we all? Somewhere along our lives. What has a whole new meaning? Oh, in 2020, yeah. Yeah, that's why you have to say the whole thing. I'm pretty sure natural woman is a cancelable offense. I don't know, man. I don't want bad things for anybody, but you know, I think everybody should just be happy. And it's weird that I don't know. I don't know. It's weird that there's people who are saying you can't say things, right? Because you might hurt somebody's feelings, or you have to say things, or you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings. But in that situation, right, the person who's saying you can't say that, or you have to say that, they don't care if they're hurting the feelings of the person that they're trying to compel the speech of. So isn't that weird? I think that's a little weird. Still, I think being respectful is a good plan and a strong goal that we want to do. But I don't know, man. I'm not going to be told what to say. I choose to be respectful because that's the way that I want to be. I don't choose to be respectful because I'm afraid that somebody's going to do something to me. I am not afraid of that. I just don't like to hurt people's feelings. That's all. That's all that is. Boom. Now, we're going to actually enhance this as much as we can. Since she's our girl. We don't care about everybody else having equipment. We just want her to be strong right now. She's literally the entire team. And then she just ults and kills everything. It's fine. Doing the rants, yeah, I get into rants. It's what I do. You're coaxing out a rant? Some people are just more special, huh? It could be. Being honest, if you know the truth will hurt someone's feelings, lying to people hurts them more. So, you should just always tell the truth. Now, there are some truths that don't need to be said, like it's not helpful for them to even be spoken. But when it comes time that you need to either tell the truth or lie about the subject that has the painful thing attached, then it's time to just tell the truth. Fuck lying about stuff. Fuck people who like lying about stuff. I don't need that in my life. Living Beyonder, hello, welcome back. There's no point in lying. You don't gain anything. Nobody gains anything. You only stand to lose. Emotional damage. And there ain't nobody got time for that. You should always tell the truth, and you should expect other people to tell the truth to you. And when people are not behaving the way that they should behave in those situations, then they should be socially punished. If you got somebody in your life that's a chronic liar, for instance, and you want to be friends with them, maybe. Like, you want to be around them, but they're treating you bad all the time. You just gotta separate yourself. You don't have a long enough lifespan to be able to stand around tolerating people treating you like shit. And one of the ways that they do that, one of the biggest ways they do that, is by being dishonest with you. And if you're being dishonest with other people, then you are treating them like shit, and you must stop. It's important that you stop. There, I've said it. I just only gone and done it. I suppose we can get this guy up. Oh, the other ones are 1 stars. Yes, sure. No, I'm not gonna rate your shit though. Ain't doing it. It ain't me, dog. I do want her to be a little higher level now. Having 2 people survive is better, and I think that's gonna accomplish that goal. Yeah, we got that ascension. We going hard. No. Give me some diamonds. I would be able to do some decent summons. That one's funny. I don't care who you are, that one's funny right there. Alright, get some more of that action. Now we got extra gold we can pop in here. This is how you do it. This is how I do it. I like to get 1 person. Why? Oh, because of the new outfit? Yeah, here it is. Boom. Now she got a stick. Lovely. And more diamonds. Boom. You know what we got to do. You just don't know if we have the strength to do it. Pow. Right in the kisser. We are very close to having our summons unlocked already. I feel like this has been a pretty speedy playthrough on that. Pretty speedy indeed. Giuseppe, you're too kind, buddy. Let's get back to Bloodline. Nathan, you're trying to tell me what to do. Why would you do that, buddy? I don't know. Maybe some people don't like when I talk about other stuff in the stream and I share my opinions about the world and how we could be having fun and live in a better place. Sorry. I don't care. I don't care. I want everybody to be having a good time. I want to be putting on a good show for you. I know I'm here for entertainment, but also I'm gonna do what I want. So, yeah. So sorry, mate. You got the Esterior male in Legendary. Nice. I think that he's really good for defending places. Like, he'll be really pretty strong for that. I'm not sure he's good on a general purpose team. So, I don't know. Your mom's a compulsive... Ryan, Jesus. Jesus, man. Going in hard on that. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I've been guilty of being a liar in the past. And it was about stuff that wasn't that important. And you know what? It still basically crumbled my whole world, as well as those of people around me. So I know firsthand how bad it can be to be a liar and how much damage you are actually doing when you think that you're not doing that much of a bad thing. I know it firsthand. Plus, when you make the decision in your life that you're not going to lie anymore, you do have to have hard conversations. You do lose friends. I will lose supporters for saying some of the stuff that I say. Oh boy, we're gonna have to actually build the team a little. Oh no. Here it goes. Oh my god, I don't care about your skin! Stop it! Why they do this? Why they want to do that? Do that. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this Karg. I'm gonna reset her to have her equipment gone. We're going to use this bro. Boom. That's fine. Equip him on up. Great. Do I have any skill books yet? 2030 is what I need to get to for that. Unfortunate. And then we'll revisit who we actually have on the team. That's probably a good idea to do as well. Oh, and we should also do some explorations, because if I could actually get the stuff to ascend my female Ignis, then we'd really be cranking and yanking them. Then we'd be doing it to them. All right. I challenge you. Okay, we're going to keep her back here. We're going to get rid of you. Throw that guy in there. That's going to be a good start. It might not, since these are just level 1 anyway, it might not be a bad idea to have her chuck a heal. It's not like I have my Yivs out there doing damage. But this guy can still reduce some energy, so we'll do that. And that could be a little more effective. Now we're going to get a better damage with our line attack, for one. That'll be good. A little more damage with the alt ski there. It's always the Fulgur, like he's the problem for sure. So once he dies here, then we should be relatively good to go. If we can get one more ultimate. Boom. Boom bap. They always make that one a little harder because it's right before the summoning. They're making it hard for me. Stop, you're going to give me too much credit, says Nathan. Hey, we should all be giving each other a lot of credit. Because you're good enough, you're smart enough, and gosh darn it, I like you. Now, a lot of people might fall into the trap here of summoning on the Devala one, because female Devala OP. I do think that could get you somewhat far, but I don't think it's going to be that good. It's not going to be that good. What's going to be better is trying to get some decent frontliners. And then maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get a couple of Akunas to put in the back, and then we'll just be living our best life. So we would love to do the 50 summons, but it's too expensive. I wish that these were switched. So I don't think that we try to go for 5 summons. We're going to go for a maximum of 3. And we're gonna hope and pray that one of those has a mythic. Everybody needs to be giving your luck to Traker right now. We need it. We really need it. Oh man. I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping that I can do well. Ah! That's not a mythic. That is not a mythic. It's okay, it's not a mythic. But it's a purple. A purple shark boy. I didn't know that we even had access to all of these now. What? I guess it's official. We have access to all of the things. Alright, here we go again. Ryan's dipping out. He's got to be productive. Love you long time, brother. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping in. And here comes yet another. Also not a mythic. Alright, we're going to do a third then. We're going to have to. We're simply going to have to. That's not bad. We do have some good stuff to work with here, but it's not good long term. I wouldn't have started on this banner if I knew that we had all of the dudes available. It's just not quite as good. Alright, what do we got here? There it is! Now we're schmoovin'. And that's gonna be fodder. Little companion part action, never hurt anybody. And another copy of her. Alright, we got a team. We've got a team to build. Alright. First of all, we're gonna have to reset her. That's just the way that's gonna go. We're also resetting these. I know, you gotta do a lot of back and forth in the early parts. It is what it is. Alright, now let's go into our roster and see what we've got and what we actually want to put in here. We definitely want male bear. I kind of want to go for the hoe, but it works a little bit against the male bear. I want the female dragon, which we didn't get, so it's probably going to be the male shark. Probably going to be the male shark. Probably going to go for the stone thrower just to get the trait, which is going to help our Ignis because we're still keeping the Ignis for sure. And this team's not going to last very long, unfortunately. But while it does last, it'll be pretty fun. It'll be pretty fun for a moment. Male Aesin's probably the call. Feeling like male Aesin is definitely the call here. This wouldn't be terrible. Actually, I might just do that for now. Male Aesin can come later. We'll use these fun things for now. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And the great thing is we can make those all 4-star in the altar and not worry about the fact that we don't have a bunch of copies for them. It literally doesn't matter at all. I do have the female bear. I didn't even see her in there, but we're not going to use her. We're just going to get this to 4-star. And we're going to get this to 4-star, not using her, but using him. And did I say I'm using the F or the MHO? I don't remember. Did I even save my roster? I should use MHO, but because of the Bjorn Krieger, I'm not going to. If I was doing a second team, though, I could definitely do MHO. Do I have a Tidestorm, a male Tidestorm? That could be fun. We don't need to worry about a second team, though. I also don't need to worry about clicking all this garbage. To be fair, it's not that necessary. Not gonna actually bother with it. All right, we got value packs. Unfortunately, the value packs right now are butt cheeks, and they're just gonna be something that we're not using at all. Not that there's anything terribly wrong with that. Oh, look at the account just getting huge. Now we can officially do our 3rd summon. One of the benefits of getting those summons is the extra might. Alright, this is going to be the one where we get our mythic. And I might have to change that whole team around, so here we go. Don't worry, Traker. I am here for you. And that's why I'm getting you a mythic. Here she goes, baby! This might be! It could be! It's maybe? It's a new champ. We got silver medals. Bronze medals. No, not a mythic. Not a mythic. A decent legendary, though. The reason why this is a decent legendary, guys and girls, 2 copies of that guy. That's pretty cool. The reason that this is good is because we're going to actually be able to level her up. These other ones are fun for now, but they're not going to last forever. I'm really sad I didn't get a female dragon. Unfortunate. Now, if you're starting a new account and you're on a server like this that apparently has everybody unlocked, the way that you're going to check that, first of all, is to go in the Renowned Champion and you start scrolling. And when you see all of the champions here, then you know that they're going to be in the big summoning pool. I didn't check that. I haven't been in this section on this server for a couple days, so on the reset, it must have switched over to having everything available, and that's my bad. If you are in a server that has this going on, and you're just starting out, you do not want to summon on these. That is not actually what you want to do at all. So, you know, minor mistakes. Minor mistakes, but we went for it anyway for the memes. What you actually want to do is you want to summon on the one that's got all the common dudes in it. This first one here. And I know some people are going to say, but the old champions aren't as good. But now look at the situation that I'm left in. I'm not going to be able to ascend these long term until I start summoning a lot more. So if I was going to just be trying to go purely for intimacy for a while, then if I summoned on all of these, I could build a team out of that and be able to just keep ascending them forever without having to worry about it at all. And I'd be doing maybe a little bit better. It's a minor efficiency. But if if you get a mythic of one of the newer people, It could have been a game changer. Could have been. Let me read this guy again. Oh, I can't even look at his skills? Fine, I will go in here and do it. Yeah, jerks. I do remember thinking the sharks were they're alright. Alright, we're going to increase our constitution by 100% when the battle starts. Constitution will incrementally fall off for the next 20 seconds, but will not drop below 30% of its max. Each normal attack consumes 15% of the caster's current constitution and deals an additional true damage equal to 50% of the consumed constitution. For every 5% max constitution loss during the battle, the caster's attack speed boosts by 2% and lifesteal by 3.5%. Once constitution is below 50%, the caster becomes immune to control effects. So he just goes on a frenzy. This is what the male Ugrel wanted to be. Consumes 20% of the caster's current constitution, dealing true damage. I probably can't afford to use this guy. I remember him ramping up, but I didn't remember that he's hurting himself so much. I don't have the healers for it right now, so I won't be able to use it. We could still use the Devala. She would be good. And maybe we should just... Maybe we'll go for a pulling team instead. Okay, that's what we'll do. We still want our male Bjorn Krieger to be leveled up to the 4-star anyway, because he's good. But we're going to try to get her to level 40 for now. We're going to use Emho. We're going to use female Bjorn Krieger. I should look at their traits, but it doesn't matter that much. These are pretty good traits, actually. Pretty good. These are pretty good traits as well. Healthy is actually good at this level of the game. A lot of people hate healthy, and they should, because usually it's useless. But right now, it's good. And then we're gonna get her up. And we're gonna do, well, I went one too far on that, but that's okay. And we're gonna be doing some pulling action. Doing some big circles. I could get away with using this guy a little bit. That'd be fun. He's not the most necessary, like, in this particular time of the game. Maybe male Aeson would just be better for the buff. Maybe I don't need to think about it so much, but you know, we're having a good time. I do think I want the stone thrower. Just for the trait. Maybe I should try to use the purples. People like purples. What if we tried to do that? We could probably use our male Almat here. That'll be exciting for a little moment. Alright, and then we need one more. Uno mas. Uno mas. I do feel like the Soul Keeper could be good. You know how it is. We're going for your boy. The one true king. Now, we're well aware that most of our damage is going to come from her. So we're just going to crank the rest of it into her. Boom. Hit her with the old quick equip. And then we're going to do maybe a little extra into him. And the old quick equip. Classic. I always want to click on the rune button for quick equip. I don't know why. It's just who I am as a person. And boom. There you go. Now we're stronger. Now we can crank some campaign. I wonder how hard of a time we would have with the events. I'm not sure. I am not positive. But I'm not going to send the dudes right now, actually. On second thought. Just because we don't quite need it. And we're speedrunning a little bit. Soul Keeper or Corbett, which one should you go? They're both good. I think that the Corbett has a better clan trait. And also, it depends on the type of team that you're running. Depends on the type of team you're running. That's the best answer I can give you. They're both really good. You can be very successful and very happy with either. Okay, so we've decided to go for this guy, her, and him. I reckon that I'm actually gonna do this and this. I think this will be fine. We'll see. We'll see. I think this is fine. What about replacing male Selphos with female Estorir? They don't do the same job, is the problem with that. They're just not quite doing the same job. We are cranking these guys. Absolutely huge. The problem is that the MHO is not going to get a chance to, like, do everything he needs to do. He would love for me to make him a powerful M-Lux, that's true. I mean, if you're lucky enough to get an M-Lux mythic early in the game, he's good for districts. But I would never put him on a team ever. Ever, ever, ever. And I know you're joking, but if you want more damage, I don't think Estorir is the way to go. She's going to do... In my video, the way that I put it is she's going to do a lot of damage for a tank. So there's a little bit of a subtlety there. For a tank. It's very important because tanks don't do any damage. She's going to show up a little bit on damage, but she's not somebody that you go to when you're looking for damage. Oh, it's guild time, baby! I wonder which guild we should choose. I don't know. Maybe Rage Eternal? Boom. Boom! One of us. One of us. As you can see, we still have slots left. And if you're looking for a new server to play on, please pick mine. Please do that for me. I should have signed him up on the vault, but you know what? I'll let him do that. The old Guardian Stone. They don't actually make you put that in there, do they? Good. Good. They didn't make me do it. Because here's the thing. A lot of people are still asking questions about Guardian Stone, and I've changed my tune on it a little bit. You need to have one of these nodes that is past level 3, or at least up to level 3, before you start using your other bronze tokens, which are the green ones. And the reason is because you don't want to have a bunch of these blue silver tokens or the red gold tokens sitting around not being able to be used. So you need to pick one and stick with it. And the single best one that you can start with is mage damage, because mages are going to do a lot of damage. You get a bunch of extra strength. It's going to help out a large majority of the healers. This is the one that you should get, and you should take it to level 3 as soon as you possibly can, which we can't do yet. Now, after that, you want to take a second one to number 3, and the reason is the same. You're going to end up backed up on silver and gold medals, and you don't want to be. You want them to be flowing and being used. After that, after you've got 2 of these to level 3, and you know that you're going to be waiting a long time to get enough silver and gold medals to be able to level things up, then it's effective to start putting 1 point each into a bunch of different nodes, because the costs per the cost to value ratio is pretty strong. So even though you're not going to be able to level them up past level 3 for a while, you're still getting a huge benefit out of them. And the ones that I prefer are strength first for almost everybody, then constitution, unless you're talking about tanks, and then it's constitution, and you might actually skip strength altogether depending on which tanks that you're using. And then dodge is actually super good, because it's just a chance to completely not take damage, and I feel like the damage reduction percentage is too low. I don't know, maybe that's just me. They're both good. What I would not do is I would not get fortitude ever. Not ever. It's not useful except in very fringe cases. Don't spend on it ever. Hit rate is okay, but it's not something that you need until the very later parts of the game at all. And also, keeping yourself alive in this game is better than doing more damage almost every time. So I would get strength and constitution, and I would basically get it on everybody that you actually use. I would not get it on Bloodcraft Legends when you don't have one. I see people doing that. What are you thinking? Don't do that. And then I would go for dodge after that. And after I go for dodge, I would then go for total damage reduction. If you want to do that in the opposite order, that's fine. Maybe I should just take this out of the video and or take this out of the stream and make it into its own video. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not sure. But that's just the way it is. Now, when can we get our next district? Production district is 3-5. And we can level this beast up. Put another person in here. Get rid of her. Put that in there. Boom. There is actually value in me leveling up this female Lux just for having the districts be stronger, actually. There's a little bit of value there, but I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to push a little bit more into the campaign after we get some more of this going on. Nice. Spend a little more gold. Who do I want to put it on? You know, I'm just going to get the one extra level on her. Make her level 69. I think that works out pretty well, if you're asking me. Shrash says, will you review now? You wanted that because there is good work for female. Well, then no, I don't care. I don't care. If you're sending me a video that says female Lionstone worked one time, I don't care. I always say female Lionstone is capable of working correctly. I don't care. She's not good. She's just not good. Sayed Fahim, I don't know. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sagaric clan, good. They're all right. I don't think they're considered to be the best clan in the world, but the male for sure needs to be run with a lot of healers. A lot of people like them because of their clan trait Demoralize, which some people think needs to be... Wait, I'm thinking of the wrong clan, aren't I? Let me look at them again. I'm thinking of the Crooked Fins because they're random random animal people. All right. These guys, yeah. They do still have Demoralize. I don't know why I was thinking that. I get confused. There you go. I said it. All right. You overpowered the team with the 17 million gap. I mean, yeah, that's possible to happen, and it's not exclusively possible because of the female Lionstone, but that is in spite of her many failings. The team that you were fighting against did not have proper defenses set up. It is not hard to disrupt the female Lionstone, and if you're running a team that is actually made to fight against the meta right now, then you would never get away with that in a million years. So you happen to get lucky, and you happen to get a good clip of her working well. It's not evidence that she actually consistently works well. It's not that she can't work well. She can work well. She does not and will not consistently work well. So you are investing in something that you know for sure will fail you. And not only will it fail you while you are attacking things occasionally, which, let's face it, when you're attacking things, your win rate is generally 90% or higher no matter who you're using. But it's especially going to fail you when you are defending and you're not there to be able to make decisions about the position of your characters, and the enemy gets to look at you and say, well, there's the female Lionstone, I guess I'll crowd control her, and then she's literally not a character on your team. It takes one crowd control effect, if nobody else on the team is hit by that effect, to make it so that she ults after the entire team is done, and then she's useless. Please tell me the other thing that she does successfully in the group. The answer is nothing. She tanks about as well as an average warrior. She's not strong there. If she gets interrupted, then she fucking sucks and is completely useless on your team. So I'm sorry. I've been bombarded for a month about videos of the female Lionstone where she worked well this one time. I don't care anymore. I don't care. It's not proof that she is good. It's proof that she worked one time, which I have always said that she can do. So, sorry. I'm not going to review that on stream. I don't care. I don't want to give people the impression that she's worth investing in. So many people have wasted so many resources getting her up to 100 vigor and 15 stars, and then they realize, oh wait, actually if I switch her out, I win more. That's crazy. So, there you go. There you go. All right. You know, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. I don't want to read through people right now. I just don't want to. Unfortunately, Speedy Boy build is dead. It's sad, but it's true. They just killed Focused. It's not good anymore. It's very sad. I'm not happy about it personally. Take me there. Speedy Boy build was fun. I resisted it for a long time. Part of the reason I resisted it is because I was trying hard to make female Lionstone work, because that's what people wanted to see. And it just wasn't good. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna see if we can do the clan challenges. We're probably pretty low for them, and at some point we're gonna hit a brick. Okay, we're already hitting a brick wall and we can't do them yet. We gotta grind a little more. I was hoping we would get like 2 or 3 into it before that was a problem, but that's okay. For now, we keep grinding. We just keep grinding. Focused got nerfed so that it only works for the first 10 seconds of the battle. They said that they were correcting an issue, that it was supposed to be like that all along. That was a lie. It is, it's now broken. No good. It was good. It was good before that. In the right situation, not on everybody. But in the right situation, it was good. But there's a character now called the Male Water and Sun, and he does a crazy amount of damage and a crazy amount of healing. And he's pretty much just vastly overpowered. And they're changing a lot of things about the game to try to nerf him without nerfing him, because if they outright came out and nerfed him, it's illegal for them to do that in many places. And they would just get in legal trouble and have a bad time. So, finally, we can level up our skills. We can do it. Alright. Fine. There you go. She's got 1 level. Now leave me alone. Leave me be! This is what we actually want. Our strength percentages. That's what we really want. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to revisit my gear. Revisit the gear. Actually, when you get into doing runes on your gear, it's a huge power boost. I think a lot of people neglect doing that because they just don't want to deal with it. But it's a huge boost. Like, more than half of my team's power comes from the runes right now. That's how strong they are. On my actual account that I'm playing. So, there you go. Now you know. It's past your bedtime, Water and Sun. Yeah. Water and Sun is, it needs to go away. I haven't had to fight against it much in my time because I'm on a newer account, but now people have access to it on this server, so theoretically, if somebody wanted to just spend thousands of dollars, they could just keep summoning and try to have a good time that way. No way, you can make macro buttons? That's crazy. I'm definitely not the person who told people that a year ago. Thanks, bud. Come on, man. Oh, jeez. I don't want to do that. I like to play the game a little bit. If I was just watching it do that, it'd be a movie. It would just be a movie. When I'm playing and I do the auto challenge, I just literally set down the device and don't even look at it. So, I don't know. I don't want to do that. Hard pass on dragon? I don't think that the dragons are, like, I am passing on them on my account. I don't think it's the sort of situation where it's like completely stupid to summon on them or anything. But I do think that the female is basically the female Bjorn Krieger, and that's just all that is. It's okay, Shreyash. I love you, buddy. I hope you heard the good words I said about you earlier with your, in regards to your skill in the game. I gave you big compliments. I did. But it's just weird to me. A lot of people, like... when you're on stream and you do stuff like this, not just you, I'm talking to everybody, but when viewers are on stream and they do stuff like this where they tell me a thing that, like, when the macros started being a thing, they started being a thing because I realized that it was possible to do, and I went and I asked the developers if it was something that we could do. Like, is it okay that we do this? And then they said that it is okay for you to do that. And so I made a video telling everybody, by the way, you can do the thing. Now, not everybody has seen all of my videos, so you don't know that. But I think it's funny when somebody tells me a tip that I came up with. It's just funny to me. So that's why I was laughing about it. All right, we'll do one mini game. One mini game. We got Kargiv. Odem Orcs. Kargiv Ignis Lux. We got this one. Give Zace Karg. Oh boy. Now I'm starting to forget them. No! I knew it was this one. Why did I do that? I can't believe I've done this. Oh, Traker, I let you down. I let you down. Now, also, a lot of people don't know that multiple times a day you can come in here and do these. Like, once you get your mail saying that it's done, you can go pick new ones. That's what I do. And you can do it multiple times a day and have a really good time. A really good time. And I suggest that you do. Hey, we got some chesties. Some chesties. Most appreciated. Alright, do we have anything in our bag that we need to open besides these? What I really want is like a ton of characters. I want to spend money on Traker's account so that I can get all my characters. I'm not going to. It's just what I want on my inside parts. Yeah, you've got some good stuff going on so far, but we do need to nail down some champions that you're going to be able to ascend. That will be important. We've got to get there. They're telling you they're only going to use the tip. Oh boy. Just the tip. You gotta love it. Brings a new meaning to tiptoe around the tulips. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I regretted it halfway through and then I had to just finish it. Like, what am I gonna not finish it? Traker says you can if you want. If you want to spend money and get me a bunch of summons, by all means. No, no, no. I am excited to see how many Lith bucks I'm going to be receiving. It sounds like it might be more than I originally expected, but I'm not sure. I think they're happy that I actually took the initiative to create a collaboration of some kind, because that's one of the things they've been wanting the Weavers to do. And I haven't seen too many of them happening. There are some, but I haven't seen too many of them happening. Not to mention, I've been busting out the content. Oh boy, we got our expeditions. I would set up rosters for this, but they're going to change so much that it's not actually worth doing right now. Not quite worth it yet. Alright. Are you they're just going to have me do this, okay. I don't think it really matters. It doesn't really matter for this one. Because it's not like we're going to be winning the damage meters. You just want to get them done, and you want to, like, make sure that you do all of the rounds and challenge the boss. And then you'll be having a good time. There we go. Oh, right, I can only do 3 because I'm little. I am only but little. Congratulations, us. We've done the thing. I think I might get a little extra level action on the old male Aeson. Hook him up with equipment, because apparently I forgot to do that. Can you believe that I would forget to do that? Unbelievable. Sure, you can have one. There you go, buddy. You did it. You did it. You got in there. I don't know why my resolution of my blue stacks looks bad. I don't know if it looks choppy to you guys, but it looks real choppy and weird to me right now. I don't know what that's all about, but I don't love it. Still, we crank on. We are always cranking. Giuseppe has to go. Going out with the lady. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you make each other happy. I hope you give each other everything that the other person needs. You know, that's the weird thing. A lot of people are, you'll see like broken-hearted folks talking about their breakups. And they'll be like, I gave her everything, man. I gave her everything. I don't understand. Or girls will say the same thing, you know. I gave him everything and he's such an asshole. I just really can't believe that he would do this after all the things that I did for him. Well, I have bad news for you. If you are in a relationship with somebody who was at one point good to you, and they're no longer good to you, you can't say that you gave them everything, because what you didn't give them are the things that they needed. If they felt fulfilled, then they wouldn't have been turning from being a good person and being a bad person in the relationship. That's just true. So it might not be your fault, but that is still the truth. And if you're giving your partner everything, then you're not going to be happy. So why are you doing that? What you need to do is you need to discover their needs, usually by communication. I don't know if you know that, but in relationships, that's a pretty good thing to do, is to communicate effectively. So you're going to communicate, you're going to find out what the other person needs, and you're going to do your best to actually fulfill those needs.
To remind you I'm back, titties.
Oh, Traker with the titties! It's been a while since we've gotten Traker titties. What you pointing to, Bloodline? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Oh, they want us to get married. Don't make me actually do it. It's a waste of a ring. Please don't make me do it. I don't want to. You're causing me problems. Oh, I do not consent to this. I don't. No. No. Stop. No. Back. Naughty. Okay. I guess we're doing this then. All right. No, 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 no. Cancel. Ha! Get fucked. I did it. I saved it. I got him. I got him in the last moments. They thought. So yeah, what I was saying was you need to discover your partner's needs and then fulfill those needs. And if you have discovered their needs and their needs are outrageous or expectations that you refuse to meet because it would make you unhappy, then you should find a new relationship. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. How to be happy 101. Oh man, we gotta get some friends. I actually get the full bonus for this on all of my new servers, which is nice of them to do it on all new servers. Gotta appreciate that when they do the thing right. Do not hold me back. Thank you. All those are unlocked. It's getting huge over here. That's what she said. Getting massive. It's a thick boy. Damn, boy. That's a thick boy. Sometimes you give them too much in a relationship and it overwhelms them. That is correct. It's like, so, you know all the stuff that they show in romantic movies where it's like, oh, he did this thing and it was so romantic. What a lot of people don't understand is, again, like with everything in the world, it's subtle context. It's like, if you bake a girl some treat and it's got like, I don't know, a fancy, you made a rose out of the top of the pie or whatever the fuck, and then you give it to her and it's got like, you know, you bought her a dress and you got a box with the dress and there's a card and it says, oh hey, will you go on this date with me to the place that you like? And they're always like, oh, I'm falling to my knees because my knees are so weak. Oh, because I love it so much. Oh, my heart is beating out of my chest from love. Guess what? Guess what? That's because she likes him back. If you do all of that stuff to somebody who has not already confirmed that they like you back, they will think it's creepy. They will think it's creepy. It's not that girls want that stuff. It's that they want the person that they love to do that stuff. It's like a subtle difference and everybody misses it. Well, not everybody, but some people miss it. And then you're like, I don't understand. I'm being the exact perfect guy that all the ladies want. Maybe, but not quite. You're doing it. Your timing is all off, my friend. And I don't know if you've ever seen the r/nice guys posts. I'm not a Reddit user myself, but I have seen compilation videos. Man, it's wild. It is absolutely wild. They're like, hey, I don't know why you're not appreciating me. I'm the nicest guy. I'll treat you, my queen. I will treat you the best that any man has ever in your life treated you. And she's like, no, I'm actually good. It's fine. And then the guy is like, well, fuck you. You're ugly then, bitch. Anyway, what do I need you for? It's like, wow, you really proved how nice of a guy you are with your response to that rejection. You really knocked it out of the park. Good job, buddy. Good job, friend. Jeez. Miranda says, now that you have access to all of the clans in your server, am I going to be making more content about them? Usual reviews of clans and the stuff and what traits I would pick that I would put on there. I do have that as a goal. It's on my radar. However, I'm in an all right, let's do this. I'm in an interesting spot where a lot of people have been playing with some of those clans for months. There are a lot of preconceived notions about these different clans, like the Ho clan, for instance. And when I come through and I give my analysis, and I make points, again, talking about these subtle intricacies that people tend to miss, I get a lot of hate. A lot of people have some bullshit to say to me. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to make videos about stuff and feel like I'm making good points and then have to hear a bunch of bullshit about it. So that's why I don't really want to go back through clans that are months old and talk about them and shatter people's preconceived notions because maybe the community missed a subtle detail about something. And then I gotta hear a bunch of bullshit. So I do plan on doing it. I want to be more familiar with everything else in the game, because if I know that I'm going to be catching bullshit about it, I want to be sure that I am as correct as possible in these opinions that I am likely to have that are not congruent with the conventional wisdom of the day. Does that make sense? It probably won't be that long, because as they come out on my server and I am more confronted with the clan and it's more current for me and more topical for me, then I will be more inclined to want to do it. But to go sift through the old stuff and do stuff that's not relevant on my server, I don't know. It's like the negatives are not, they're outweighing the positives a little bit for me, and I want to focus on stuff that's purely positive for a while. So, I don't know. It's just, there's been a shift in the tone in my absence where people are so much more judgmental. And it's true that that used to be the case as well, but it was exclusively on the official Discord where people were always arguing and fighting and talking in absolutes and all this stuff. That's bleeding into my server a little bit now. I feel like people had nowhere else to go for a while. I left them hanging maybe, and so a lot of those people probably were in the official Discord and they got used to that tone of conversation, and I don't like it. Like, I don't want to talk to people like that. I don't want people talking to me like that. And yeah, so I don't want to invite that controversy into my life, because I am the kind of guy who, if somebody is wrong enough for long enough and talking to me in a way that I don't appreciate, I will tell them to get fucked. And I am pretty creative with words, and when I tell people to go fuck themselves, I usually do it in a way where they don't ever want to come back. So I want to avoid needing to do that at all costs. And I know that I've been sort of like back and forth about having a great time in the game and then having irritations in the game. And when people are coming at me sideways when I'm already irritated about something, I just kind of want to tell them to get fucked. So I haven't yet. Instead, I just sort of get myself a little distance in perspective. But D-Cram over here. D-Cran's got his long enough situation. Are you almost ready to hop on that Palworld, my dude? You're not getting on until like 7, right? I got a really cool guy in Palworld. I'm excited. I know nobody cares, but I'm really excited. He rolled with amazing stuff, and he's an amazing character to have it on. Final State says, in a team buffer male ASN, should I keep energetic or brutal at level 22? One of them is leaving. What is your team comp that you're putting him on? Let's just talk about that. Final State loves Palworld. Good. That means there's 2 people in chat that are going to care about this. Okay, so I caught my first gorilla rat, who is a gorilla guy. I caught my first one, and all I had with me was regular Pal spheres, so it was an 8% chance to capture him. But I was pretty happy that I was successful. My man rolled with the golden aggression trait, which is 20% bonus to attack. He rolled with hooligan, which gives him a 15% bonus to attack and a 10% reduction to work. And then he also rolled with brave, which was a 10% bonus to attack. So he rolled with 3 traits that were bonuses to attack, and his main active skill increases his attack. The reason that this is awesome is because he's a neutral character, and with neutral characters, there's always some sort of pal that gives a buff to attack. When it's an elemental one, it buffs elemental attacks. That's not the way it works for the neutral characters. For the neutral character, it just straight up buffs their attack. It doesn't buff fire attacks, it doesn't buff neutral attacks, it just buffs their attack. Which means that this guy, who has a huge amount of attack on him, has a buffing pal that buffs his attack even further, and that means that I can put elemental spheres of whatever kind I want, and they're going to benefit from that huge pool of attack. So I could give him all of the skills that are available and just switch which element I'm using based on the boss that I'm going to be fighting at the time. It's a massive pickup. I'm so excited about it. So excited about it. It's going to be huge. Unfortunately, I haven't really gotten to test him out much because we got it right at the end of the night. But I'm excited. You wouldn't mind another Palworld stream? I would like to do that. People came in and they were just disliking the stream. They would just come in and dislike and then leave. And I put it in the title. I put it in the title that I was playing a different game. And then they got in there and there was a different game and they're like, fuck this shit. I'm disliking and leaving. Like, well, then don't come. I said I'm making a different game. You got a rare egg last night. Nice. That is awesome. Oh, hey, look. It's this guy. We should check in with this guy. He seems like he's really cool and knowledgeable and that he's got a really even-keeled personality where he never rages about stuff. There you go. He's the guy. He's getting famous. Right? I hope so. Hey, there's the friend invitation rewards. Let's do it. I think things are coming along here. Time to get some more levels, though. We're gonna go to 75 because my other dudes need a little bit of catch-up. It gets expensive after all. I could probably put some into him for what little I have left. And I can probably give her a weapon. And since we can do that now, we're gonna go ahead and enhance. Enhance. Boom. And then we will also enhance, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Sure, Maliason, he gets it. He gets it. He's doing the thing. We're just gonna do all of them. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Those things will show up in droves. I'm not worried about not having a piece of equipment for a dude. I ain't even worried about it, dog. It ain't even like that. What kind of rare egg did you get, D-Cram? Do you remember? Was it an Element Boy? Man, I love that game. Alright, I don't have any more parties. Maybe if we continue to level up, we'll get... Oh, look at this guy! With the abdominals. He sure is... Oh, we got another outfit already? We're cruising through it, huh? Nice! Now tell me that doesn't look awesome. Traker, if you look at that screen and you tell me you're mad that you look like that, I don't even know. She's adorable. She's adorable. Whenever I play video games, I tend to play female characters. You know, I don't know. I like it better. Maybe it helps me separate the fantasy of the game from, like, real world trying to be me but in the game, because then it's never right. It's always not right. You're like, damn, this is just not doing it for me. This is not to do it. Nice. Now we start giving this one a little cranky Yankee. Oh, those districts, they're getting huge. Can't do that yet. I am just kind of trying to get these to level 20. But I'm going to have to crank them even higher than that. And then I'm going to have to, like, concern myself with how much they actually cost to level up. So I think that one was somewhere around this area. I think we can probably get away with 60. That's probably fine. Alright, that's costing 75 hundo per. So we'll try to get this around there. 75 hundo per. And this one's gonna not take as long to get there, that's for sure. And we got 39k left, which we'll just dump into this one. Nice. Oh. Oh, it's too much. Man, you play too much. Maybe we could get one more. Maybe we just get one more, right? Get a couple of these issues solved. See, you gotta keep bouncing, and this is the whole gameplay loop. You just keep bouncing back and forth. Now I got a whole bunch more. Alright, we'll take this to 40. Make it so things cost 10k. Maybe we'll go 35 here. And then we'll just crank it. Boom. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. You love to see it. We're coming along nicely here. Yeah. I heard about your story. I heard about it all. Palworld, or rather Galworld. Hi-yo. Daniel Mensch, hello. You're glad Pokemon is getting some competition? I don't feel like it's competition for Pokemon. I don't. I feel like there's a similar concept in the game, but the actual gameplay is nothing like Pokemon. Like, yeah, there's different typings, and certain elements are strong against certain elements, but that's like, that's not a Pokemon thing, that's just a gaming thing in general. That is just a gaming thing in general. And catching them in spheres, that's like the Pokemon thing, and the dudes look like Pokemon. That is true. That is indeed true. Oh, D-Cram said he'll be on between 7 and 7:30. Well, I appreciate you keeping me in the loop on that because I am excited to play. Maybe I'll just stream some Palworld later. I don't know if I will or not, but I do need to get an actual video out today. That's important. That is important to me. Traker is stuck on replay. Oh. His message must not have sent the first time. Well, I'm glad that you're happy, and I want you to be happy. And what I also want is some really good lunch. To be fair, what I actually want is some fish fry, because homeboy McGee over here, D-Cram, was talking about getting fish fry last night, and I was like, I wanted that, but I didn't want to order that, but I should have ordered that. It was a mistake not to. Yes, please do like and subscribe if I have earned that from you today. I do appreciate it. Final State's not a catch-up fan. Your team is to be determined? And you were asking me... Well, you need to have a defensive trait. So if you're planning on using healers, you should have Honorable. If you're not, then you should have Energetic. And that is my answer on your Aeson. If he has to lose Brutal in favor of something like Hulking or Sanguine or whatever, then that's fine. Maybe you would put on Hulking, Sanguine, Rapid Shots, and Honorable. That would be fine for a buff build for him. He has fallen a little bit behind what other people can do, so using him as a buff stick that sits in the back and just lives for a long time because he's in a safer spot of the map, that's fine. Like, if he's just producing shields and doing, I don't know, half the damage of your normal big damage people, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Because the newer people are so strong that getting the extra 30% bonus to the strength is massive. 30% at max level. And you should be prioritizing leveling up that skill over other skills that you might consider leveling up. Just one man's opinion, but I do think that's the way that you should do it. That's the way I'm going to do it. You've got half of a pizza. I don't know, but half of a frozen pizza does not sound good to me. Not when I just in my head was thinking about golden crispy fish fry. Not that there's anywhere that we could get that from at this exact moment, but I don't know, man. I've just been wanting fast food. Like, I know it's not healthy, but I don't care. It's comfort food and it makes me feel good, and I want it. Mushroom sauce is great. I am not particularly a mushroom fan. And I've never even done magic mushrooms either, even though I'm still a strange boy. I can see that you might think. I was hearing that the male Almat's circle that he puts out was small, but that's not small. That was enormous. That was the big huge. What is you talking about? Fresh fish is the best. I do like some fish. I like it. I like it a lot. You know what's weird is I don't like tomatoes, but I do like ketchup. Every now and then I can eat a tomato and enjoy it, but when they're the real soft and mushy on the inside, which they all sort of are, but like, I'm just saying I prefer a firmer tomato. Final State only likes tuna. I am not a tuna fan unless we're talking about sushi, and then I'm a big tuna fan. but salmon is still my favorite. Call me a grizzly bear. I love it. Oh, some sushi would be... that would hit the spot right now. Unfortunately, I don't have anything like that in my immediate area. I gotta travel a distance to get it. Not my favorite. Just any tuna, you're a fan. I'm Final State, I don't want to alarm you, but you might actually be a kitty cat. I think that you might just be a kitty cat. So, you know, meow. Oh boy. I do also like smoked salmon, but sometimes I get it and then I don't want to eat it. I'm just like, nah, fam, something ain't right with it. Did you see that? Did you see that win? Look at that female Devala still doing her shenanigans. Just still doing her shenanigans. I might be pushing this up too far. I don't know. But I feel like I'm just going to keep rolling it until we can't win. Then we'll adjust. Sushi is giving people parasites? I mean, if it's improperly made, then sure. Same is true for pork. So what's your point, dog? I don't know, man. Everybody's always... I think that there's a group of people somewhere in the world that wants to control and alter the food market, and they're always telling you that a certain type of thing is like bad for you and you should be afraid of it and don't eat it and whatever. There's always one of those going on. I don't know if it's just to push news stories or what it's about, but I'm glad that this, once again, I had to check my YouTube because it switched to a new video for the music. I gotta stay on top of that and make sure it stays on. I should just do a playlist of his stuff the next time, because I'm allowed to actually use the music and I don't have to pay for it, which I love. But dang. They took away the $1 Divine Wheel crystals. RIP. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Well, the problem is that I need a playlist. I think this guy that I am using his videos for, I think he has a playlist for just that purpose. But I'm just worried that it's going to go to some other music thing and then I will be doing copyright infringement and then I'd feel bad. I would feel a little too bad. Motorcycle, hello, buddy. I forgot to say hello. I like to say hello to all of the people that I see chatting. Let me ask you something. What kind of motorcycle? It says Motorcycle US, and that leads me to believe that you might be a Harley Davidson fan. But I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Kara, hello. Or Kara, I could be either. I don't know. I don't know anything about anything. I am just a man. I can't believe we're halfway through 4 already. Well, not halfway through, but we're into it. This account be cruising. I would like to get the next district unlocked, but I don't remember exactly when. He loves the Harleys. I'm a Wisconsin boy. They make some Harleys in Wisconsin. I do like them. I've always wanted a motorcycle, but I've never owned one. I have definitely driven them quite a bit, but I've never owned one. Oh, hey, I got the thing. I only just got the thing. All right, what is the next one? How realistic is it? 6.5? That might be a bit much. That might be a bit much. I don't know, dog. Let's see if we can get this. No, not quite enough yet. But what we can do is we can just dump all of the hiring into here. Get that going a little bit. And assign our hoe. The old hoe boy. We do have quite a bit of gold that we can invest into our dudes a little bit, but I don't know if it's gonna be that strong, man. I do feel like even though we're trying to group people up, it'll be better for me to switch to this bear rather than this bear, just because of the damage. Like, I need her for anti-heal and she's great for that, but I need him for damage. he can be tanking, but he can also be doing a bunch of damage. And also, I can increase the damage taken of people that get frozen. So I think that the fact that he has his little push, it's not that big of a thing. It's not that scary. Also, he's got athletic and energetic, which is real cool. Real strong. Oh, my poor little finger. Oh, I'm clicking so much. Yes, it's too much to click at once, but I have to do it. Bro, I don't know why I'm like this either. Leave me alone. It's just who I am. I do want to crank this up a little bit. Just a skosh.
We'll give him the ultimate power. The power to destroy his enemies.
I for sure want to beat Chapter 4. And I might use some gold boxes to do it. The thing is, Traker gets to suffer the same thing that I suffer, which is sometimes you gotta do it for the content. Can I put one of these there yet? No. I didn't think so. Why was that lit up? Why? Oh, it was Guild Conquest that was lit up. You little shysters. I can't believe they've done this. Booma? Booma? Nice. This is 8-1, right? So we're not going to get to that. Got a little more of this action going on. For 5 of them. I don't... we only need one more. We only need one more. I do want to do the Eye of the Abyss, but it's better to let the account grow first. And then get there. That is the way. The way, the truth, and the light, and all that good stuff. A boom. A boom. So why don't you crank that, soldier boy? Not sorry. Not sorry at all. I kind of want to do another summon. I just really want to have a mythic, you know? You shouldn't. You definitely should not. I need 6 more of those. We're definitely going to get that right stat now. And you gotta go. And you're coming in. And then we are strong. And everything will be much less of a hassle. I should also level up gear to some degree, if I really want to push it. Sea Kraken, hello. You are a new player, and you just got Trevain and Griffin companions to Mythic. You're not sure what companion you should go for next. Fulgur is a good option for that, or Tidestorm. I would do one of the other. Tidestorm is not quite as strong in districts as Doombringer is, but Tidestorm gives you access to the aggressive trait, and that is very important because it's a very strong trait in terms of making your people do damage, so I think the trade-off is worth it. Fulgur also comes with hulking, but they are the best in slot for their particular district. And they're also really fun champions to use. They're really strong. Same with the Tidestorms. They're also really strong champions. So you're going to pick one of those 2. And then whichever one you didn't pick, you'll get next. And after you have all 4 of those Mythic, that's when I go for level 22 traits. I think that is a worthwhile endeavor. Fulgur is Miranda's favorite for that. I think it's pretty good. Having hulking available for your team is a real strong thing. A really strong thing that I don't currently have available, but I'm going to be working on it. I went a slightly different route just to try it out, and I was doing the Yevnayan instead of the Fulgur. And then right as I clicked the button to make the thing mythic, they nerfed focused. So it wasted the reason that I was doing what I was doing. But partially I was doing it because Yevnayan was cheaper in terms of intimacy to do. It wasn't worth it. Would never do it again. Probably wouldn't even do it if focused was still good. It was alright. Like, it could have been alright with focus still being good, but hey, it is what it is. Traker says, Hola, me llamo Rage Panda y esto te va a gustar mucho. Say it in your Spanish voice, Panda. I did. Wouldn't you know it before I even knew that you asked? Did I say it okay? I mean, I know I sound like a real gringo, but what are you gonna do? Right? Like, I happen to be a gringo. Yeah, I don't know if that's racist. Is that racist? It's okay if you're racist against me. I don't care. I don't care. I think that talking about race is okay. But then again, that's because I don't hate everybody. And I think we could hate each other less if we talked about that stuff. Final State says, does anyone know how the crystal cost in Champion Roulette goes up every time you spin? I do not. I do not know that. Traker says, it's fine. It was not the best Spanish he's ever heard in his life. But then again, I don't speak Spanish. No habla español. Damon says, bro, which is the best attack female, Fulgur or female Ignis? That depends on the team that you are using. I will say that the female Ignis is decidedly easier to use. They both have strong line attacks for their active skill, but if you can line up the female Fulgur's active skill to hit at least 3 people on the enemy team, and you have her cranked up real big and real strong, she will literally one-shot those people, and she's very strong for that. She also comes with hulking, so if you don't already have hulking on your team, that's another vote for the Fulgur. But the Ignis you can pretty much put on a team and she's going to do a good job and you don't have to worry about it, so that's nice too. That is also nice. I feel like I am punching up a little bit here on this battle. But since these champions are so strong, we pulled it out. Sevesu, I don't speak Spanish, continues to speak Spanish. It's a trap, don't go for the skins. True, don't go for the skins. The thing is that they're too expensive. And also, we like the skins. We do like the skins. We want more skins. But also, when we get more skins, we want them to understand that we do not value those skins at 30 to 45 American dollars per skin. We don't do that. I don't care what comes with the spins that you get that you didn't get the skin. Nobody cares. We want to buy the skin. We want the skin to not affect combat. Give us just a cosmetic skin, make it cost around $8, and tons of people will buy them. And you will be raking in the cash, and I don't even expect them to pay me in royalties for making that genius business decision for them. Please do it, Goat Games. You are fucking up, buddy. You could be making way more money. You're, at least in the European and American markets, we do not want the extra stats. We do not want the extra upsell of making it a gamble. We don't want any of that. We want to buy the skin, have it be cosmetic, and we will buy so many of them for so many characters. We love that shit. We absolutely love that shit. You'll make so much money. Please, just take our money. Let us give you the money. I want you to succeed. I want you to do it that way, Goat Games. And if you listen, you're gonna have a good time. All right. Demon says, your doubt on how to get many points in Guild Conquest to reach top 5 guild? Guild Conquest is ass. It's terrible. It sucks. I hate Guild Conquest so much that I hope that it has to crawl through glass to suck 1,000 bleedy dicks and get AIDS. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. I really hate it. I don't think anybody should be playing Guild Conquest because you don't like it. I don't have to ask you if you like it. I know you don't like it because nobody likes it because it sucks. You just want the rewards. Many people want the rewards. That's why you want to get higher and higher. And the honest only answer for that, the only answer, you have to do 2 things. You have to spend a shitload of money, and you have to be on the game 24 hours a day. If you spend a shitload of money and you're on the game 24 hours a day, you can win. Unless you get put against teams that are unkillable to you, then good luck. But it's a garbage game mode, and it will never be fixable. They need to scrap it and just come up with something else. So, I refuse to play Guild Conquest. And that's a very hard decision to make as a content creator. Because I'm eliminating a huge portion of content that many people would watch. Many people want to know strategies. They'd want to know what I'm doing in a free-to-play fashion to make the most of the situation. And I believe that I would be very good at making those strategies and coming up with them with the community. I think I would have a lot of value to provide in that situation. But playing Guild Conquest makes me want to throw my phone into a dumpster fire and watch with glee as I distance myself from ever having to play that dog shit again. So I refuse. It makes me want to quit the game. I'm not going to be playing it. I'm not going to be making content on it. And that's my final answer on that one. And I think that we should all just agree that we hate that shit and it's not good. And if we stop participating, they will stop supporting it. That's all we have to do. Can I show you my server rank? This is not my account. I'm somewhere in the top 10 for most things on my server. But my server is also new. I've been on my server for like a month. So. But also, the question that you're asking is a weird question, and I'll tell you why. In this game, the only way that talking about your server rank even almost means anything, and it never means anything, but the only way that it's even somewhat close is if you're talking about your server rank and also you are a free-to-play player who has never spent a dime anywhere in the game ever. Because if you're paying and then your server rank is high, good job. You paid to win. You had more money. This game is not that kind of competition. There's nothing in this game that is a decent competition. Valley of Conquerors is as close as you're possibly going to get. Everything else is pay to win. And if you're playing a game that's pay to win, it's fine. You should be okay with that, and you should be allowed to have fun with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But to talk about your rankings and how much better or worse you're doing than other people, and to feel good or bad about how far you are when really the dollar bill is the only skill involved in a lot of that, it's a weird take. And I know that's not what you're saying specifically, so I hope you don't take this as a personal attack, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, for anybody out there, it really doesn't matter at all. Whether you're the top or the bottom of a leaderboard or whatever, it makes no difference. You should just be playing the game to have fun, and as long as you're having fun, then you are winning the game. You are number one in the server if you are having fun. You have won. So that's my take on that one. But I'm roughly somewhere in the top 10. The problem with these games is that they're, I made the analogy before, like, it's sort of like drinking. You can drink alcohol and have it not be a problem in your life. You can drink alcohol and maybe that's some of the best nights of your life came from when you were drinking alcohol. You can also be the type of personality that takes it way too far, takes it way too seriously, and you end up hurting yourself and others purely because of your addiction to the mild dopamine release that you get when you're participating in your chosen negative behavior. This game is the same way. And if you start to value yourself or other people somewhat based on their rank in the game and being the very best in a game like this, you are already walking down the path of it being detrimental to your life, and you gotta get off that path as soon as possible. You should play these games for fun. You should abuse the fun Meaning, you should feel like you are stealing the fun from this company, and then you're really, really, really winning. But as soon as you're like, man, I really have to spend an extra $50 so I can get this companion, or I will be behind everybody else, and I just can't let that happen, now it's a problem, and you should probably not play the game because it's going to ruin your life. There are people who have spent tens of thousands of dollars on this game that could not afford to do that. And not just this game, but every pay-to-win game is the same. So I know that's more of a rant than what you were even asking. It was just, I used your question as a jumping off point. So don't think that that was all directed at you. It's just a jumping off point for a friendly little rant from the local Rage Panda. Such an innocent question too, and I just really dove in there, didn't I? But it is true. That is just how I feel about the situation. It's different, like, it's similar, right? Like, if I was talking about World of Warcraft arena ranks, there is a similar thing in that I can just keep shitting out money at that game, and I can buy runs, I can buy carries in the game, I can buy gear, but there is a certain degree where you can show your skill in the game and then it's impressive and you're like, okay, that's awesome. But people literally can buy gladiator rank. Like, you can just spend money and then you've got gladiator rank with the cool mount and all this stuff, and people will buy that and then walk around and act like they've earned something and they haven't. And so that's my main point, is when you're paying to win, it's not really winning. I know I jumped. I'm just saying that when I'm streaming, I'm doing like a stream of consciousness of my, this is just who I am and what I'm thinking, right? I'm sharing the stuff. And if somebody brings up a thing that leads me into a good point that I think has some value, and the value here being that you are not terrible, you're not bad if you're not winning your server. Your main goal here is to have fun and enjoy what you're doing. There's going to be some grindy stuff, obviously, but when you're doing grindy stuff, like I'm just going through this campaign right now, even if that's not 100% of the time the most fun that you've ever had, and it's not like you're not going to write home to mom and dad about how much of a great time you had grinding or doing 1,000 marriages so you could get bigger, whatever. But if you're enjoying the overall aspects of the game and the time that you're spending has felt worth it to you, then that's a better gauge of whether or not you're doing well in the game, because the point of the game is to have fun. So that's not related to what you were saying. It's just that what you were saying made me think of that. So I don't know, man. I don't know, dog. Yeah, don't let it ruin your fun or control your life. That's right. I don't have any Bloodcraft Legends because Guild Conquest is dog shit and I refuse to participate. And if you want to buy a Bloodcraft Legend from the shop by just buying one of the dudes at a time or one of the shards at a time, it's $400 American dollars. $400 American dollars just to acquire the champion. And then you still have to gear out the champion. I could go buy a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X for that amount of money, and I could subscribe to Game Pass for an entire year, and I could play a year's worth of different games for dozens of hours each, literally hundreds of games, for the same price as getting one animated PNG on this game. I refuse to participate in that. And that's if you buy the cards that way. If you're going to go through it with Guild Conquest, you have to pay money to succeed and still suffer, or you can just do it for free and suffer longer. No thanks, man. No thanks, dog. No, it really is that expensive. It is $1 per shard, and you need 400 shards. And then you also have to be able to get the skill books, which you can only buy through the Guild Conquest stuff or money, and you have to buy the equipment which you can only get the same way. So there are many people who, to get the newest Bloodcraft Legend, they will routinely, every time one comes out, spend 1,000 American dollars. That's not an exaggeration. That's literally what they spend. 1,000 American dollars. I refuse. I think everybody should refuse, but I refuse. I'm not telling people that they have to refuse. I'm just saying I think they should. Oh, gotcha, bitch. Female Devala comes in clutch again. Yeah, it takes a long time if you go through to get them for free. And that's what I was saying. Like, if you want to get it for free, you just have to suffer longer. Because the game mode is ass. And if you're getting it for free, then that indicates that you are not pay to win on Guild Conquest. So you're playing against people who are using incredible, immense bonuses against you. And you're just eating shit the whole time. The game mode's not fun as it is. It does not respect the player's time. That's the biggest problem. It doesn't respect your time at all. But on top of that, people can literally just pay to destroy everything that you're planning to do if you're free to play. How can you possibly have fun with that? And when it becomes a spending battle and it's supposed to be a battle of strategy, it's terrible. It's ass. I don't care what the rewards are. I don't need them. I don't need them. Nobody needs them. You know how many people have a Bloodcraft Legend and they don't even use them? A lot of people. A lot of people have that. I think some people think it's sort of that keeping up with the Joneses mentality where it's like, oh, if I miss this or if I don't do the thing, then my account is worse than everybody else's and I just can't be good at the game. No, that's not the way it is at all. You don't need that shit. They're trying to get you to fall for the feeling that you need that shit so that you'll pay the exorbitant amount of money that it takes to be able to do it, to avoid playing the game mode that is not fun. They want it to not be fun because then you will pay more. If it was fun, then you would just play through it and wait and nobody would spend ever because why would they even need to? They finally got the tater. They finally got the tater. So no, I don't have any Bloodcraft Legends and I'm not even gonna try. Not very interested. I was gonna try, and I did log in. I signed up for Guild Conquest. I played it again. I really tried to keep my preconceived notions at the door. And for an entire day, I was playing around trying to have fun. And I just couldn't enjoy a single aspect of it. And all I could do is I could look at the stuff that they wanted me to spend and the rewards that I could potentially get. And I could just see that they're intentionally making this game mode this way. And they're locking these rewards behind this in this way because it makes you feel like you have to spend. They're trying to crank down on you and use a psychological trick to get you to spend money. I don't support that at all. I support games like Palworld, for instance, where the developers went and they just decided that they were going to make a fun game, and that's the number one thing. They want to make a fun game. They don't want to preach to you. They don't want to make it about politics, which this game also is not, and I appreciate that. All they want to do is they want to make a really fun game that a bunch of people can play and enjoy and have a good time. That's not what this game is about. This game is about making a fun game that is just good enough that you are willing to spend money on it. And then they're going to play the balance of trying to get you to spend a little bit more, and then when you stop, they make the game a little more fun. And then you're going to spend a little more. And then they're going to make the game worse intentionally and see if they can maintain this level of spending. But it's not going to happen. You're going to get sick of it. People are going to drop off. The spending is going to go back down. And then they're going to come out with another game mode that's supposed to be a lot of fun, and then spending's up here and it's dazzling and everybody's having it, and they're going to intentionally make the game worse and more expensive until you stop spending. And the only time it goes up and the game gets better is when you stop spending on bullshit that they don't deserve to be paid for. That is the only time that the game makes improvements. If you let them get away with the dog shit that they got going on, like in Guild Conquest, they will continue to do that And in fact, they might even come up with more game modes that are similarly designed so that they can try to crank down the nuts and bolts even tighter on you and squeeze out more money without providing you with actual value. It's our job as consumers to fight against that. There are parts of the game that are very fun. There are champions that are very interesting. There's a lot of the art that's very cool. The general concepts of the game and the gameplay loop is very fun, and making your character stronger is really cool. But there could be more things that you could be doing that were designed purely to be fun for you. Unfortunately, all of the events that they come out with, without exception, are designed to provide just enough fun that you will spend. They're not meant to be the most fun thing ever, and it is certainly not the main goal. So that's why I say you need to try to steal fun from this game. Then you're winning the game, because they want you to pay for the fun. So steal it. Be a hoodlum. The fishing event was amazing. It was amazing. But what you're not noticing about the fishing event is that loop that they designed into it was not intentional. It was not an intentional loop. It's something that we discovered that made it very fun. And so hopefully we've told them that it's really fun and we like that. And hopefully they earned enough money on that event that they'll say, oh, damn, they really did like that. Our playtime, our engagement, our numbers were all through the roof during that event. They loved it. And maybe they'll bring it back, especially if people went and said that they really enjoyed that event. But it was not intentional. And were it not for that gameplay loop, if you were trying to get to level 80 to get the 40% discount, you would have had to spend hundreds of dollars to be able to get that discount. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating, because I spent tens of thousands of diamonds, which I got back a lot of, and then I spent the tens of thousands of diamonds again. And I used the arena loop to grind through arena for 3 days straight to take advantage of this situation. And if I did not have the ability to do all of that and to recuperate and reinvest in all of this, I would have had to buy fishing nets. And even though I played for 3 days straight, grinding, spending tens of thousands of gold, getting arena packs, I still barely made it to level 100. So in order for a regular person to get their 10 free pulls a day and try to get anywhere close to level 80, you would have been spending hundreds of dollars. So the design intention was the same. The loophole that we found is what made it great. And hopefully they'll bring that back and they will realize that that's what we actually want. But unfortunately, they don't design events to be fun. And it's not just Bloodline, it's not just GOAT games, it's every gacha game, it's just about every mobile game that exists. So I don't know, you gotta speak with your money a little bit more. You gotta vote with your dollars. And the more that they crank down on us, the more we crank down on them and force them to bring the best out of the game, and then we'll have an even better game. Don't get me wrong, I like the game. But that doesn't mean that they are perfect, harmless people who have never done anything wrong. They have an aggressive monetization plan that I do not agree with, and I don't feel bad about saying it. It's like watching somebody rob your friend, and then you just stand there and don't say anything because you're worried it'll be awkward. Fuck that. Let's make it awkward. Let's do that. I support making it awkward. I am with it. Unfortunate that that's got the tank modifier on it. But what are you gonna do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to... Can I get away with not having that? RIP! Well... I guess I'll put one of these in there. That'll be fine. That'll be just fine. So, yeah, I know that's a big rant. That's what I do. I'm a ranty boy. I stay ranting. That is just the life I live. Boom bam. Some more skill level ups for her would be nice. Do I care? Do I care? It's nice. It's nice to have the upgrade, but I just want big damage. All right, there you go. She's ready. And I also want to... I can't afford his. Who else wants some? Sure, you can have it. I bless you with some points. And some equipment, which I now have to enhance. Enhance! I can't afford it. I'm a broke boy, like Pokimane says. Oh boy, I went on a big rant there. TS, hello. How are you? How you doing? How you feeling? People have got me ranting again. I know, it's too much. It's too much. I'm always ranting. Wait, don't I need one over here? I do. I almost made a large mistake. Who would have thought that that was even possible? All right. What I really want to do is I want to get to 5-1, and then I'm going to be happy. And I'm also going to keep doing these, which I haven't even done on my own account yet. Haven't even done them on my own. What a silly boy. Shattuck says, actually, I found it a good idea to periodically ask yourself, why do you play the game? Do I enjoy it? Yeah, that is a good idea. I don't have this yet, do I? All right. I think that's going to come from levels. Miranda says, I don't want to have to hop off stream to check, so what traits do I want you to put on the female dragon? You just maxed her out. I have a video about that, girl. Miranda, you watched my video, didn't you? Did you? Or did you not? I think that she's a good place to put... You want energetic and honorable always. You never use that character without them. There's no point. And then I like to have hulking and sanguine on her because she's going to go into her death save phase and stay on the field for a decent amount of time. If you already have hulking and sanguine, then I do think that rapid shots is a good idea, and possibly the Kavak trait would be super good. Impair, I think it's called. I think that that could be a very good combination for her as well, but you will definitely do energetic and honorable, and then you will also do 2 team buffing traits. There's possible that you could do rapid shots and agile to try to get more ultimates for more anti-heal, but I don't think that it's the most ideal build that you could possibly do. I think it's aight. It's aight, but that's it. All right, who do we have? Do we have all of our best in here? Because I'm probably about to pop a couple of gold boxes so that we can keep it rolling. Keep it rolling a little bit, hey. Get the bear up in there. Nice. All right. How much gold do we actually get from these? I think it's fine. You know what? There's not even that many of these here. They come pretty easy. We're just gonna go be huge. It's fine. Absolutely fine. They still don't have the automatic one. We're gonna take her to a hundo. And having a tanky boy that's pretty big is gonna be useful as well. Hundo. Who else do I want to follow up with? I don't love the Aeson in here, honestly. Just because I can't get him leveled up to do the things that I want him to be doing. And that's a little bit annoying. I guess I'll put him on this guy. Some extra levels. We'll just take him to wherever he goes, and then that's what it is. Now, I don't think that matters too much for leveling that up. So I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna bother. Never really see this guy do much, but he has been dead a lot of the time, so. It is what it is, and I'm not really supporting this guy with any books. So I can't expect too much from your boy. Yeah, sure. We'll do slightly better shield there. I do have people dying on me a little bit because it's getting hard.
That's what she said.
So sorry. So sorry that I am this way. Yeah, Miranda got the look. She sure did. Energetic, honorable, impair, and rapid shots, I think, would be a perfect build for her. If that means you already have hulking and sanguine on your team, you're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it. And I do think that the female is very good for that reason. Like, that's a little bit of a benefit of her over the female Bjorn Krieger. Is there's maybe some other traits that I would be wishing I could put on my female Bjorn Krieger, but I don't need them, and it's kind of like a back and forth. But on the Esterreer clan, you literally need energetic and honorable, and then you can put 2 traits of whatever the fuck you want. You do not need any strength boosting at all. It doesn't even help. Focused is dead. You don't need that. It doesn't even help. And I honestly think that agile is so ineffective on the whole that you don't need that either. It's just not worth it. So I think that's a bonus of the clan. And it lets you get in those trait slots where we're up to the point now where there's so many team traits that are good that you're talking about 5 or 6 different slots that you need to fill, and the Esterreer already come with one of them for free. So that's pretty dope. I mean, theirs isn't mandatory, it's not essential. It could be better, but it's really good. It is quite nice. I just want to get to 5-1. Then my boy Traker, as he's playing, he'll be able to just grind campaign. Like, as his team gets stronger, he can just grind campaign and have it on auto, because you unlock that at 5-1. So that'll be very good. You're waiting for the test on the maxed out female Esterreer? Yeah, I was asking. There were a lot of people that said they were going to be willing to level 1 up, and then I was asking and asking and asking. Geez, sorry. And Miranda was the only person who was answering me. So finally we just decided we're going to have Miranda do the thing. And the reason that got decided is because I said, you decide. I don't want to be responsible for you leveling up a bad character. But Miranda is very nice and very selfless, and she was willing to level up whichever I wanted. I do appreciate you. And also, after this, I wanted to use your account for a moment to make a quick video about the companion gift exchange event and which companions are actually worth your time. Which I think is a solid idea that somebody had, and I didn't make a video yesterday, so like I feel like it's been forever since I made a video. We did it. We've done the thing. Now we're on World 5. I also really want to just pop another summon, but we can't. Like, we don't have enough. So if we could go ahead and get some free diamonds, that would be great. I don't think it's gonna happen, but maybe we'll be able to do something with some events. I do have some friends to make in there, but it's not enough. Could also go for this to try to get summons. We might have enough people that we can actually make something out of that. That's a good path to go, I think. All of these other ones are a little bit useless. A tiny bit useless. Alright, so we're gonna go to our altar and we're gonna try to level up some dudes that might be useful, and we're just gonna have a look. I do think that going for the male alt, what is his name? Almat? Hard to remember sometimes. I do think that would be a good one. I do like male Samir, but he is fodder at this point. Because we have the male Bjorn Krieger, he's just a fodder boy. So I think I'm going to use the male Samir here. The game agrees. We're going to do that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what we got for wizards. We're going to have to level up our wizards. Having a stronger male Aeson would be pretty decent. I think that's a valuable thing because eventually you're gonna need it anyway. So I do want to get her going eventually, but we're gonna do one of these, get him to 4. That guy's in our district actually, so we don't want to do that. We'll use the blue one. We'll use the blue one. We'll keep the district guy just for now. We'll get rid of her. We just gotta get a few of these up there, you know? Not that many. It ain't that serious. Now, I guess we only have one real option here, which is to do this and this. I'm not sure that I want to get rid of these ones just yet, just in case Traker wants to try them out just for fun. I don't think he's going to use them long term, but just in case. But your boy, I do think the stone thrower is good here to level up just because she's got the rapid shots on her. And that's pretty useful. So I really only have one of those I can do as well, and that's the one we're going to choose. Sometimes decisions are hard. Well, not many options here, are there? I could be trying out this male, but I just am well aware that he's not doing anything to help the team. He's not meant for these kinds of team comps that I have available to me right now, so there's no point. I will make this guy a 3-star. And then we could probably just level a couple of these up just for the funsies. Her, because she's going to be useful eventually. And we'll do one of him just in case you want to test it. That gives us a couple of those, and then maybe we'll get a couple of stones here. We're doing it. We're doing it. No, we're not doing it. We tried. We just don't have enough stuff yet. Why is this still red? Oh, because I gotta actually click on it. Well, that does mean we can get a little more fodder with our explorations. And maybe we could get up to getting 5 of those. And then maybe we could clear a couple levels of a clan event. Get another summon. I would like that, personally. It's my hope, my dream. There we go. Wow, we got a lot of tank fodder. Maybe I should level up the Frosty Boy and let him do the thing. Alright, we pretty much exclusively got tanks there, so that makes it easy. Makes it a little easier. I suppose we're just going for numbers right now. Yeah, I'm using the Lion Stone, I don't care. She's not good. She's not good. I suppose if we're just leveling them up to level them up, that's fine as well. Because right now, that's kind of what we need, is to level them up to level them up. I'm actually going to keep the female because, like I said, we have a legendary of her, and it's likely that we'll actually end up using her on the team as this account progresses through the early points of the game. That's fine for now. I could make this guy 5-star, but there's no point. I don't need to spend any of that right now, so I won't. Boom. Nice. That's as far as we can take that. That gives us 5 stones, I think, is all we have. Yeah, but we want to do a multi, so we're going to try to get through this. Not this. We're going to try to get through a couple levels of this really quick. It's probably not going to happen, but we're just going to click it and see what happens. We're just seeing what happens. It's probably going to be instant death. You never know. There's always a chance. The power levels aren't always a great indication, but yeah, the server's too strong right now. We got a little catching up to do. But it's early enough that we have that power available to us. We got lots of room for improvement. Alright, so what do we actually need to do on this account henceforth? Well, first of all, we need to improve our districts as much as we can. And we need to make sure our Travain companion becomes mythic. You all know that. After that, I think going for the Griffin is the next best. Jeez, he's all the way over here. There's so many companions these days. She only takes 18 to unlock, and it's going to be real easy. Oh, Savesu's gotta go. Well, you probably won't make it back because the stream is ending. That's happening already. Unless anybody's got Esterreer summons waiting, but nobody has said that I have actually seen. Clefmath says, hello, can I join in 30 minutes? Can you join which thing? Which thing and what thing? Spy Fox, hello. How am ya? Doing well, I hope. Some test subjects will be awesome, says Traker. Gotta love it. Miranda, I do want to hop on your account, but I want to hop on your account to make a video, not for something on the stream. So if I could do that when I get off of here, that would be fantastic. Is that acceptable to you? I don't have to make a video today, but I do know that people would prefer that I did. And I certainly would prefer that as well. Because I don't like to go more than one day off, and even taking one day off, I feel like a real slacker. Like I should be doing more work. I don't know. Miranda's fine with that. Heck yeah. It should be a relatively easy video to make. But it was an idea that somebody had and some questions that people had, and I think that more people will want those answers. So, sometimes there are good ideas in the video ideas section of the Discord. If you're not a member of my Discord, the link is in the description. Sometimes I want to do those and then I just don't quite get to it yet, and then I kind of forget. Of course, that happens to all of us. But sometimes the ideas are good ideas that don't apply to very many people, and I don't know. I should just make the videos anyway, just because maybe if 2 people need the answer, it's fine. But I try to reach topics that have a broader audience first, and then I end up forgetting about the other ones, which is my mistake. Did I use all the gift codes? You're right. You are very right. I appreciate you. We should do that. All right. We can definitely do some of that action. All right. 500k should still work. Nice. BLD hole. Gotta love BLD hole, right? 1 and 2 usually work. Every now and then, I'm not sure if it's working now, but BLD gold works. Not right now. BLD 10k used to work, but I don't think it still does. And there also was a BLD 100k back in the day. Does anybody have more of them that I'm missing? I only got 3 that worked. I'm sure I'll remember them once you say it. Spyfox says, waiting for your server might event to pull Esterreer. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Unfortunately, I will not be on at that time. I'll do a quick search for any more codes. Yeah, Heroes of Lithas. Usually you can just Google them in some places. We'll keep a fairly up-to-date list, although they're usually wrong. They are usually wrong, but what are you gonna do? Alright. Well, they say that these are working, but there's no way. I know that BLD Turkey isn't working, but we'll try it anyway. Oh, look at that. It's not working. This one could work. Possible. Nope. No way the Xmas one is still on. Come on. Come on, dog. You just straight up lying. They didn't even try him. They didn't even try him. BLD return. Good call. He did it. He knew the thing. And by the way, they said that that was an expired one. Cool list, people. Funny that one of them is for Bobby. Too bad it's not working any longer. I'm just gonna try all of these for my boy, and then we're gonna know. BLD anniversary. It's gotta be not working, right? BLD mom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of these are not gonna work. BLD women. I can't believe they expired the mom and women. How dare you? Did I try BLD? That one's fun. Oh yeah, it was BLD DC 10K. That was the one that used to be a thing. But I think they might, the ones that I did before, I think they just forgot to turn them off. Because, I don't know, all of these don't work anymore except for the couple. Nice. 623 still works. BLD co-create. Wouldn't that be something? We're figuring it all out now, aren't we? That one would have been a really nice one, actually. It had good rewards. BLD model. Be funny if BLD 2023 worked. But if that used to be a code, then maybe 2024 is a code. No. That is not Dewey. Alright, I think we got all the ones that are actually going to work. Probably got all the ones that are going to work. Get that off of my browser. I'm not interested. But I think that was exactly enough. I already did 500k. Already tried we did the return one. That one worked, but Xmas did not work. The websites are just wrong. They're just not smart. All right, should we actually do the Esterir, or should we try to find our mythic from the people that it's going to be easier to ascend? The real answer is we should do it from the people who are going to be easier to ascend. The unfortunate thing is that they're not going to be possibly as good as some of the other people. And we could get lucky and just get somebody and get lucky again and have a bunch of them. BLD Halloween is not going to work. I have tried that one. You know, we're so close to actually getting a purple one of each of these that I think we just keep going here and then it's fine. So that's what we're gonna do, baby. Traker, I hope you got your eyes on the screen to see your big old summon. Your big badass mythic coming to your account now. Boom, not a mythic. Schroeder says, that's odd. You started an account 2 days ago and you don't have the banners in the server? Yeah, server's too young. Too young. This is a good pull right here, this guy. And we finally got one of the female to try out. Unfortunately, and the female is actually good with the team that we're trying to use right now. She could replace that male Almat. But she's not going to last for very long and she's only blue, so that kind of sucks. What kind of traits did this guy get? Come on, Zeus. Show me what you're working with. Shake your ass. Now watch yourself. Honorable, nice. Honorable is good. The B seal is absolutely terrible. Scrappy is pretty dog shit as well. Unfortunate, but at least he got honorable, which is good. That one is undoubtedly very high quality. All right, Traker, we got you started with your account. I think that's the speed run to all of the stuff that your account is going to be able to realistically get away with right now. I do think that the hoe is not really doing everything we need him to do. And Thunderboy is going to be better for that. So we'll pump him up. God, please give me the quick one. Please, Lord. Why do you do this to me? I want to know what I did to deserve this. Boom. Almost level 100. Not bad. I guess he's out of equipment, but that's not really a big deal. And, you know, when you get some more books, you can put some more books in him. I'm sure we have one or two, but that'll be just fine. And then if we're going to do that, we could actually get rid of this guy and put the stone thrower in there, and then that could be a little bit spicy. But she's only blue. Does she have traits that matter at all? No, she does not. I don't think it's worth it then. And how much is the actual rapid shot? 11.14. That's still pretty decent for this level. To be fair, pretty decent for this level. I don't know. The thing is, like, this guy's ultimate is cool and helpful to the team, but would I rather just have her, who's got a somewhat decent hulking, going up to a total of 15% strength? I mean, none of these people are getting strength bonuses right now. She'll probably die before it matters, so it's actually probably not worth it. Probably not worth it. What does Icy Thorns do at this level? 3%. And it's kind of weak, bro. A little bit weak. She does have Fierce, which is hilarious because she doesn't need that at all. But you got a bunch of dudes to play around with, and realistically... Oh, we have enough diamonds for the one more multi. It's irresponsible, but I think we should do it. Traker believes in me. He would tell me to do it for the Vine. And I think we're gonna go for it. Generally speaking, I would not advise doing this. I just wouldn't. I think that saving for intimacy and playing the slow game a little bit is probably better. But we do get the added bonus here that we know for sure that this summon not only comes with the 10 dudes, it comes with the 2 more, and the 2 more are actually good. Is it ever really worth doing summons for diamonds? Not really, but we're doing this last one, and then this account is going to be done summoning until it has a Mythic Trevane. That's just what we're doing. Because that's the case, we would be missing out on these 2 champions that are a bonus. That sort of balances out the value. It makes it more worth it. Is it a good idea still? I don't know about that. It's alright, it's fine, but wait until you see the mythic that we're about to get, because then you're really gonna know that it is definitely 100% worth it. Not a mythic again! I feel like there's lower chances for those higher characters when you're this low level. I have heard that this guy is fun, and this gives us a chance to... Oh, male Akuna is huge. Like, actually being able to do a heal on your account is massive. That is massive. He's only going to be able to be up to level 160, which is not ideal, but it's pretty cool. And now that you have a purple female dragon to put out here, I think we're talking a little bit more about having a solid base for using her. And she came with confident, which is huge. And honorable and loyal aren't too bad. Honorable energetic would have been better, but this rolled pretty well. Now you're talking about a 10% damage boost, which fierce is only like 22 standard or 20 or whatever. I don't remember. I don't remember the exact number for the mythic, but that's pretty solid. I'm going to pause my music. All right. I'm happy. I'm happy about it. let's go to the altar. And then let's look at our tanky boys. And so you have 3 of this mail now. That's like more than most of the other people, unfortunately. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, he's all right. But what do we actually want to use? This is tough because, well, for one thing, we're out of fodder that I want to use. I would maybe save this just in case you end up using it later. I don't know, bro. But I want to see this female get ascended, and I want you to use her because she's probably one of the best options that you're going to have for a frontliner for a while. I'm not sure that this male does the same trick. However, you're very lucky in the fact that you have both of the bears available to you, and especially having the male bear already being a 4-star over here. It'd be great if you could get him a little higher than that, but we can't right now. Is what it is. Male Acuna. We are definitely ascending him instantly. No questions asked. We are going to be using him on the team for sure. Absolutely for sure. What else do we got? Anything of real value here? Probably what we'll end up using is the female Ignis. Again, like, using purples is great, but I'm thinking, like, when your other dudes are no longer able to be leveled up, what are you actually going to use? Probably female Ignis. We're going to really hope that we can keep the male Acuna going, even if we can't. And having a couple of our Segarak guy is somewhat useful. People like him. I don't know if I'm 100% on board with that, but hey, there you go. You got a good start. And Traker, normally I take people's accounts off of my BlueStacks app so that I can't log into your stuff. But since we're good friends, and I feel like there might be times where you're asking me for a little guidance, I'm going to leave your account on here. So if you tell me that you need me to come look at something, why don't we do another transition, shall we? Oh, hey, nice to see you here. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. So I'm going to leave your account on here so that if you do need any assistance with anything, I can just log right in and we don't got to go through the rigmarole of going through all of that stuff because with, you know, you and Savesu and stuff, you guys have supported me unconditionally for this entire time, and we've become friends. And so friends get special treatment. I'm not normally going to look at everybody's account, but you guys get a little bit of special treatment because you have earned it. You have, in fact, earned it. And you know what? Miranda's the same way. That's why I still have her account on mine, but also don't tell her I'm using her a little bit. She's got a really good account, and it lets me make videos that are way better because I get to look at all the cool stuff that I don't get to see on my account. But don't tell her that. It's just because we're friends. It's just because we're friends. That's what I'm letting her believe for now, you know? I'm so devious. I know. And Miranda, I am going to go ahead and make that video right away before I even stand up and go eat because I'm hungry, by the way. I'm starving, but I need to get a video out and I'm going to go make that video. So for now, I want to thank you guys for watching. I have been Rage Panda 1 and I will see you in the next one.